Hey guys, it's Archie Luxury. How are you people? How are you people today? How are your people today? And it's Archie Luxury here, and we are streaming live. And I want to thank you guys for coming on the stream. I'm just going to check. I'm just checking. We got a good one from Amazing Air Show. He says the link's not working. Fuck. The link's not working. Jeez, that's a bit of a bastard, isn't it? The link is not working. Just checking it. Oh no, it's there in the corner. The corner's there. You click on the corner. No, that link. Click for more Archie Luxury. No, that takes you. The link is working. What do you mean by it's not working? It's got the little I for question mark in the corner. That's in the corner there. That's in the corner there. It's no, that's working fine. That's working fine. That's working fine. Amazing Air Shows. Arch, on your main channel, you tell people to click on a corner of the. It's got the little I. The I. You may want to mention the channel name. The links don't show yet. No, you got to click on the. Fuck, we did. Guys, welcome to the show. This is Archie Luxury, and we are live. We have got some great show. We've got a great show lined up for you today. And we're all running full steam stream ahead. That's exactly right. It's yeah. That's correct, guys. We are full stream ahead. Full steam. So as far as things go there, this is the last stream. This is the final stream in Australia. I'm going to Japan with the wife tomorrow. Going to Japan with the wife tomorrow. The kids might join us a bit later, but it's time to go and have a sticky beak around. I got to be totally honest with you. It's going to be good to have a bit of a break. It's been a bit of a difficult period on YouTube. It's been a bit difficult. And I got to tell you, it has been difficult. Yes, it has. It's been very difficult. And I kind of think I've kind of burned out a bit. Burned out. Archie has burned out a bit. And the good news is that I'm here broadcasting. Okay, that's the good news. Now, you know, I got to tell you, it's a very interesting business. I've learned a lot with the business. The business, it's a bit schoolyard antics, a bit of the pillars, and we've had an interesting journey here. Interesting journey. But I can really tell when I am unwelcome, not welcome. And I mean, you got to sometimes read between the lines. You have to read between the lines, because sometimes you're not sure whether it is a good thing or a bad thing. You don't really know. And sometimes you get some invites, and I got to be totally honest with you. Here's a very interesting comment that came in from Marcelo, and I sense a bit of sarcasm. Let's just bring this up on the screen here. Marcelo time. Archie is more than welcome to come to my restaurant, but he need to pay 100% plus 20% service fee as well. No discount. Will AC3 get a free 100-gram steak, and will you live stream it on his channel? You know what? I don't think it's worth going. Okay, it's going to be an hour away from where I stay. I don't really feel that welcome. Does that make sense? Like, I got to be honest with you, Tan, the man. One of the reasons I did not go to New York, besides the fact I'd have to sit for 16 hours in a tin can in economy, was that it doesn't have the same camaraderie. Last time I went to America, JJ had organized a steak dinner, and I'll be honest with you, it was pretty damn amazing. Great people, great times. However, this time there ain't that camaraderie, and I don't want to go somewhere I'm not welcome. Okay, I don't want to go somewhere I am not fucking welcome. Okay, why would I go to his restaurant? I don't mind actually. I got nothing against Marcelo. Marcelo's okay. I don't mind the guy. I don't love the guy. I don't hate the guy. But you know what? Why would I go out of my way to go and see his shop? And it's expensive. It's an expensive restaurant. Yeah. There's other restaurants around. I go to Japan. I don't go there to eat steak. Steak is fucking expensive in Japan. The only steak I really want to eat in Japan is Kobe meat. It's more you eat noodles and sushi. That's what you go to Japan for. I mean, why would you go? It's like going to Italy and having Chinese, or going to Hong Kong and eating Italian. Why? And I got to be totally honest with you. I got a phone call from my good friend, Kesslowitz. And here we go. I'm going to answer Kesslowitz in a minute. Let's have a look here. We got Lolex. I wanted to get Lolex on. He wants got here. We got Lolex. Let's have a look there. Let's have a look. Who have I got? Watch chat. See if I can get him on. We got Mark. I'd love to talk to Mark about the Breguet. Mark is got Mark Goldberg. Let's see if I can get Marcelo on. Kesslowitz was. Who else is there? Clivers. Let's see if we can get Clivers on. Jay Anthony. Let's see if I can get him on. What about Machine Gun Chris? Let's see if I can get him on. Let's have a look. I sent these invites out. Let's have a look here. I'll send one to Bear as well. Bear's always good for a. He's always good. Let's have a look here. Who else is there I want to get on? Mental Jocks banned me, by the way. OC. Would OC come on and discuss watches? You see, OC, these guys, they don't need you. Tommy, let's see if we can get Tommy on. Let's get Tommy on. Tommy on. Who else do I want? Let's have a look. Hoff on Smash. I'd love to have Hoff on. Hoff's good. I miss the Hoffmeister. Okay, let's have a look. So firstly, I want to send a message to Keslo. Hello. Hello, my good friend. I'm going to Japan from the 19th November till 5 December. Bangkok is really expensive. Bangkok flights are expensive in December and Jan. I don't really have the budget for this type of trip. There we go. If you want me to come, you need to cover my flight. And I think that is about, what's the flight about? I think it's about 1,600 AUD and accommodation. Okay. If you want me to come, you need to cover my flight, 1,600, and accommodation. I am not in a good financial position at the moment. I don't really want to go. However, if you cover my flight and accommodation, I would go. There we go. That's it. There we go. I don't particularly want to go. I don't particularly want to travel at this time of year. Chinese New Year, school holidays. Okay. Now he said to me, Keslowitz said to me, he's come back and said to me, oh, we've got a super chat. OC, member for 17 months. Hi, Paul. Have a great time in Japan. Cheers to all. Thanks, OC. That's OC. That's OC. I don't particularly want to try. I was just saying to Keslo, I got you on the accommodation planning and doing a big R&B. Yeah. I'm just saying to Kessler, I am not in the best financial state this year. The money has been significantly reduced. There we go. Jump on a plane and go there. I don't particularly want to go if I have to pay for it. I don't want, I'm just going to tell them on it. I don't know how to tell people on it. I don't want to go if I need to pay for it out of my pocket. There we go. I don't want to go if I need to pay for it out of my pocket. If I get a free flight and accommodation, I'd go. There you go. I don't particularly want to go otherwise. You know what I mean? I don't. Why would it's one of these things. The year hasn't been great. I got to cut my expenses. I don't want to be. See, different people have different emphasis. They have different things happening. They might have things going really well in their own life and they want to have some fun, go out party. Well, I'm in consolidation mode. I'm looking at, hey, I want to rejuvenate my channel. I want to rejuvie different things. Like different people have different strong points or weaknesses. You look at it and say, okay, well, I want to do this, or I want to do that. You got to be sensible. You want to be sensible. That's what you want to do. You want to be sensible. You got to be sensible with yourself. You can't just. We got Uzi. We got a super chat here. Uzi Metal Cock. $2. Drop the link. Thank you, Uzi. We got Uzi dropping the link. Thank you for Uzi. Yeah, that's the way I see it. It's we got. Hey, how you going, man?
I got a link for you, buddy.
Yes, what's the link?
Hold on. Where's it at? It's breaking news.
Yes, sir. What's breaking news? There we go. He's jumped off. I don't know what he's doing. What's he doing? What's he doing? AC3 will they repo the Beamer when you're gone? Angelic Slayer. Hello, Angelic. How are you? Angelic's been a really difficult fuck for the last couple of shows. He's been really difficult. And I don't know what to say there. It's Uzi's just an absolute. Yeah, this is just garbage. There's nothing great about that link. I don't see anything great about that link. What's so special about that link? Who cares about Hitler's watch? That's what I'd like to know. And it's Uzi. I don't know. I don't particularly find that type of story that interesting. Breaking news. How's that? That's been out there for ages. And that's the way it goes. That is the way it goes. So what can I say? The Uzi, oops, he's back on again.
Now, Roman Sharp.
Talk about Hitler's watch, do you?
Well, Roman Sharp's involved in it. Did you hear me?
Well, so what? What do I care?
I don't know. You guys are all buddies. All you fucking gay little watch guys on the streams.
Oh, but
what do you want me to say? I thought you'd like it.
How are you, Uzi?
Sorry for giving you breaking news, asshole. It's history. What if they have like what if they don't like Hitler, but they just have his watch? It's still history. What are you gonna do? What are you gonna do?
Yeah, I know. I agree, but it's been covered before. That's not breaking
I'm not
news.
saying make it.
It's a reverse.
It was the video was just dropped 2 hours ago. It just sold, retard.
What? It's
that?
not such a great story. I don't care. Talk
Yeah,
to me.
Roman
What's going on with you, Uzi?
Your buddy Roman Sharf was on it though. It's breaking. I'm trying to help your channel.
It's just not gonna do anything.
You sure?
So what's going on with you? What are you doing with your watches?
I wear them. I wear the watches. I put them on my wrist. What do you do with your watches?
How many watches you got now? I'd rather talk about your watches.
I have 2 watches. My fucking cat's meowing. I got 2 watches. I got a sub date, 40 millimeter, and diamond day date. The controversial diamond day date. That's a flex piece.
Okay.
That's what I got. Looks like $1 million. It looks better than Hitler's watch, I'll tell you that.
You know, I had Kestowitz wants me to go to Thailand with him. I said, man, I'm not in a good, I don't really want to go.
Here, hold on, stop. Let me stop you right there. Why the fuck is that guy going to Thailand?
He wants to have a bit of a vacation.
A fucking sex vacation? Because anytime a white dude a fucking Anglo-Saxon goes to Thailand, they're fucking creepy perverts. Let's be honest. That's what the whole fucking general population thinks.
Thild's not like that.
That's what the general population thinks about it, okay?
Yeah, the general population also thought.
I'm being serious.
Jake
what the fuck?
Can you just listen to me for a minute? The general population thought the Jake Paul fight with Tyson was also entertainment. Okay.
I mean, it kind of was. You brought Tyson back into the ring.
Eyebrow, is it? Hey,
you brought Tyson back into the ring after how long? I mean, it kind of was. And if you say it wasn't, then why the fuck did you watch it? And why are you talking about it? I think it was good.
I just can't believe how people would honestly. That's one of the great entertainment events of the last 12 months.
People like Mike Tyson. They didn't like nobody still likes Jake Paul. Everyone hates him still. They like Mike Tyson. We like Mike Tyson. You got to see him box. It was cool.
It wasn't really. It was staged, pathetic show.
We don't know that for a fact. It could be. I think Jake Paul could have knocked him the fuck out, but he showed him mercy. And it could have been staged that way. But they both made money.
Yeah, why is Angelic de-wrenched? Because I fucking removed your wrench.
God damn. Do I have a wrench? Do I have a wrench or no?
Sorry?
Do I have a wrench?
I'm not. I don't know. I don't know.
You don't know if
we
I
got else jumping on here. We got Mark Goldberg.
Oh,
hey,
God.
Marky, how are you?
Gentlemen, Uzi, I know you're glad to see me, but the sexual tension between us needs to stop. Just, cut it out, man.
Oh, fuck. I'll try.
Thank you.
You do got that dad face to you.
How are we? Yeah, I do. Well, at least it's not grandpa, sort of yet, even though I'm a grandpa. But
you're getting there.
I sure am.
Actually, you're already there.
Definitely, 100% I am. Yes, I am.
I'm not judging you for that, Mark. It's fine.
Hey, dude, we all get older.
I don't age shame. Yeah, I'm going to get old, too. We don't age shame.
Actually, you know what? You're lucky if you get older. You make it to my age, you're lucky. A lot of people don't.
We made it up out of the hood and we survived. Yes.
A lot of people don't.
How are you?
I am well. Wearing a Zin today. A Zin. We've got Mike the Snake that I've added. Mike
the Snake joins the screen.
I love Zin. It's one of my favorite brands. Is that the U1?
No, it's a 104, Mikey. 104.
Very, very Submarine-esque.
I'm a Zinner, not a.
We got Patel Philippe, $5. AC3, I've received word from Marcelo. He will let you stream from his restaurant, and you are welcome to come there and order as much steak as you like and pay the bill.
But wait, can you order parrot? Fricassee parrot, like parrot sushi. That's
And
what we
pay the
want.
bill.
We want parrot sushi. Don't we? Don't we, boys?
Well, I think that's an easy one to figure out if you actually do go to Japan.
Did Archie come on with good energy today or no? It
What's
doesn't
that?
sound like. It sounds like you got some pretty poor energy tonight, I think.
Well, you can't be on fire every day, and he's been alone, so.
You know, Mike the mistake says I must have rubbed the bomb instead of the mug.
Something's going on with Archie. What are you upset about, Archie? Come on, like lay it out. What's the main thing? What's going on with you right now?
Jake.
Hello.
Hey, Jake, just disappointed with the way just YouTube people use you, spit you out, and just,
Hey, Jake.
What's going on,
very
fellas?
disappointed. How,
Well, it's
Jake?
all-
How are you?
It's all gone pear-shaped. It's hard.
How you going?
It's hard.
You're at war with Angelic or some shit now, Arch.
Super chat. We're fighting with everybody.
We got a super chat.
on the
Patel
screen.
Philippe, $5. AC3, you love food more than anyone that I know. A free invitation by Marcelo. Meguro's foreign chef of 2006 to enjoy exotic meat smeared on the grill.
Not smeared, seared.
It doesn't mean it's
I got a serious question for you, Mark.
It doesn't mean it's free.
Although I feel like meat smeared on the grill could be good also.
Archie, I got a serious question. If I were to send you $50 right now, if I were to send you $50 right now,
$50.
Explain to me why I should do it. Give me one good reason why I should do it.
Because it's
Then I
hard.
might do
Life's
it.
expansive. It's expansive.
Come
Go
on.
ahead, Archie.
Come on. Tell me one good reason why I should send you $50 right now. Convince me. Convince me.
I can tell him why.
Uzi.
I asked him, Mark.
Uzi, the thing is this. I mean, if you want to send $50, it'd be greatly appreciated. If you don't want to
Why
send
should I, though?
$50, you're happy to drop it with your friend in the after stream. It's what you usually do, isn't it? You just come on here to get a bit of cannon fodder, then you fuck off and
You hear this right now?
criticize everything on
Archie.
like a troll.
being
You're a
nasty.
troll, aren't you? Let's be honest,
Loyalty
Uzi.
test.
You're just a troll.
No.
You're a
I'm just
troll.
here to have fun. I'm here for the entertainment, but I don't see none.
Well, then why don't you FRO?
Okay, well, fuck
What-
off then.
Yeah. I'll fuck
Well,
him
it was
up.
fun until you came on, Mark.
Don't
I'm going to
worry.
be honest with you.
I got him. There we go.
You just check my
Okay,
internet.
well,
I'm gonna
Uzi,
check.
you're in
This
the
is
Uzi, you're behind the scenes. You just let us know when you want to come back. Tell us in the comments when you're ready to come back and play nice.
Why is the show so toxic? Why are we making war?
Oh,
and
these
not
are
love,
good.
Mark?
These are really good questions, Jake. I
Why
can't.
is it so toxic? What's going on? I go away for 2 weeks and everybody's just fucking killing each
Well,
other.
people pick on the pontiff. I really don't know why, but Archie felt like he was being trolled, and I'm just here like the guy at the door with the brass knuckles. You know, I just follow orders.
We do
Yeah.
not like the
No,
trolls.
I'm just here because sometimes Archie's just alone, and
All right.
you
I
know,
mean,
I'm here to support him. I'm always here to support him, and you know,
It's all in good fun, Jake. I mean, honestly, if you think about it,
it is.
trolling, not trolling, does any of it really
Hello.
matter? We're here for Archie. Oh, Mikey.
Yeah,
I'm just
What
seeing
is
if
going
that's
on?
better now.
We're just here for the pontiff. What I was going to tell Uzi before you told him off, Archie, was, you know, if he sends $50 to the Pope of Rome, he's not going to get a personal thank you. But here he gets to talk to his pontiff. He gets to irritate his pontiff. He even gets to troll his pontiff to a certain point. But what Archie's here 7 days a week for your entertainment, but he's not going to lick your ass for $50 either. I mean, he'll kiss it, but don't ask him to lick it. That's all.
That's right. He's got to have some dignity. Got to have some dignity there.
Precisely. There we go.
Archie,
We've
we're
got
in the
Jakey
Mercedes.
on here. Jakey, how are
want the
you?
tour?
Jakey,
I'm good.
how are you?
I'm good.
Let's have a
I
look
have
at the Mercedes. Show us the
I
car.
have two weeks off work. I'm very, very excited. Hang on, let me turn this shit around. It's nice, big boy. It's nice. Here we go. We got the Mercedes. We're wearing the Starbucks today. We're in the Starbucks. And here we go. Like it's I mean, it's pretty fucking nice. Like it's not the most top tier Mercedes, but it's also not the poverty pack. And yeah, we've got the beautiful piano,
Jake,
which I like. It looks lovely.
Jake, do you ever drive that Mercedes wearing the Starbucks to the Starbucks drive-through? Can't hear you, Jake. Is it me or have we lost Jake's
I
audio?
think it's Jake's audio is not the best.
Yeah. Check your audio, Jake. You might have.
Yeah. Okay. No, we're good. We're good. No.
Yeah.
We're good now. We're good now. We're good.
So I want to know if you
does yours have one? Does yours have this touchpad?
do you drive that Mercedes to Starbucks?
Okay, I gotta catch up on the super chats.
Are there any?
Jimmy, $5. Mike the Snake, check out the latest video from Tyrrell's Classic Car Workshop, the Breaking Bad Di Tommaso Pantera. It's an awesome video. We will remind Mike in a minute. And we got Patel Philippe, $5. AC3, curious to know, now that Angelic is very vulnerable, sans wrench, if one were hypothetically to want Angelic gone for good, what's the cost?
Ooh.
I actually had P. Clen, the smartest guy in Australia, who has contributed already to that. And I don't know whether he's really much of a friend or not. To be totally honest with you, I am really starting to wonder.
But I mean, how do you ban a guy who's not even on the panel? He's just in the comments. How do we ban him at all? He's not even on. Oh my God. $100.
It's a lot of money.
$100. Read it, Archie.
Here we go. Madman, $100. Morning Arts, just pointing out all super chats last night were for Angelic or T-Dubs. Nothing for Lux. The night before was a good super chat night because of Angelic's prank. Lux earned you nothing. $50 for a permanent ban was a pathetic offer. I thought Pete Clen was rich.
Well, that is a super chat among all super chats.
Fuck, what's wrong with my internet?
I don't know. It's a bit dodgy, I would say. We will periodically put that back up, Madman. Thank you for that. We're going to uncover Mikey periodically, but we will be periodically showing that super chat so we can remind people that, in fact, you can super chat that kind of money. Now, what we're going to do right now is we're going to take a very close look at Mikey, who seems to be talking on the phone. Let's put him up. Here's the audio. Ah, and he's back. Did we didn't interrupt your phone call there, did we, Mikey?
No, not at all.
Excellent. We were, and I promise we were not listening in. In the meantime, we did get this $100 super chat from Madman.
Oh, well, I'm glad I wasn't around for that because it usually blows my ears.
Wait, what are you saying, Mikey? You don't like it when I scream
just
$100?
internet, so that may be better.
Archie giving a slightly weak rendition of the $100 scream, but I feel like a little energy is called for in such circumstances.
Sure,
Yeah.
absolutely.
Hey, this is the final live stream. Patel, Philip, $2, AC3, Tommy, and Angelic being removed due to, yeah, Tommy's fucking, he's not much of a friend at all, that's for sure. Let me tell you that, okay? Tommy never comes on. Why the fuck does he have a wrench or anything? That's what I'd like to know. I'm going to...
Can't we all just get along? You know, Archie, we do have a good question here on a super chat from Yankee Doodle.
Yes, sir.
Go ahead and read it. It's on the board.
Here we go. We got a super chat from Yankee Doodle, $5. If money wasn't an issue, how often would you travel and why?
Good question.
If money wasn't an issue, how often? I think I would travel every other month. Why? Because I enjoy leaving, seeing places.
You like fucking off.
I do. How about you? Do you like travel, Marky? Americans don't travel much. They only
Well,
get...
I mean, no, I've traveled extensively, but remember, I was like dating people in other countries and, crazy stuff. So I was traveling a lot. But whatever it is I'm doing, I get used to. So when I travel a lot, I get used to it, and I only want to travel. And if I'm a homebody for too long, then I just get into being at home. But I'm going on the kitten and I were in California and Florida recently, and then I'll be going on a cruise in February. A cruise to the Caribbean, to Mexico and the Caribbean.
Very cool.
Yeah.
I was just on the phone with my brother talking about going to Baja.
Nice.
My family does like once every 5 year
Oh boy, Mikey,
fishing trip.
I hate to do this to you, but you have a friend coming on now.
Oh boy.
I just want to wait. I want to retract the empathy and compassion I had for you yesterday, you fat fuck.
Which fat fuck are you talking to right now?
Seriously, Arch, what the fuck is wrong with you?
Tanzil, super chat, Patel Philippe, $5. How do you feel the Tommy Jellic alliance
The Tom Jellic.
has gone against you? How do you feel?
Why do you feel? Why do you feel the Tom Jellic alliance has gone against you?
He doesn't know. He doesn't know.
He doesn't know why.
I retract the empathy I showed yesterday.
I don't give
What
a
is wrong
fuck.
with you, Arch? Yeah, you
No,
don't
I
give a
don't
fuck.
Fuck.
Right, let's be serious here. I'm going to be fair and balanced. I love Tommy, the red-headed, gold-digging, anti-Semitic cunt. Right? He loves you. He's never gone against you, Archie. Does he go on Curtis show? Yeah, they talk political talk. Why are you having a go at him? Angelic, why the fuck did you derange him? I don't get it. He's been on your fucking shows, you fat fuck.
Nark, you sound a little irritated.
You
Hey, Mark, don't piss me off. Mark,
You
your job
lousy
is...
cunt. Fuck you, Nark.
Jump off. I might even go to Curtis
Fuck
Stream.
you.
Hey, buddy, I'll go to Curtis Stream out of fucking spite.
Nark, are you on your period? I just want to know.
Mark, stay out of it. Look, I appreciate. Look, Mark, I appreciate you jump on. Just shut the fuck up. Just shut the fuck up, all right? No, you bore me shitless, Mark. Seriously.
Do you need a Mark,
Mark,
has your tampon string gone so far in that you
want to burn that many people in Archie?
Oh my god, I love Nark. I used to not like
Right,
Nark, guys,
you,
but
Nark,
now I really like Nark a
on
lot.
customer relations, is that right?
I'm going to Curtis Stream out of spite.
You
don't want that.
You like? I don't. You
got Uzi coming on. A-grade talent. Adds a bit of fun.
Uzi's fucking annoying. You know that I'm just not into the mood today to have Uzi pushing his fucking stupid narrative. He just wants attention for his fucking girl-sized date. I don't fucking like his girl-sized date.
We don't like your JLC, you stupid fuck. We don't like your JLC.
Does it do nothing? Does it do less?
We don't like your JLC. Uzi comes on. He takes time out of his business schedule. He donates fucking money. I don't get you, Arch. Then you complain people don't jump on. Mark, I'm going to be honest with you. I appreciate you jump on, but sometimes you're on a power trip and you ruin the flow of the fucking show. Maybe I do that sometimes. Maybe, all right, I do that too.
Narky, if you use a needle nose pliers, you'll be able to reach that string. You're just going to have to go.
And instead of being deranged,
you're going to have
going after Tommy, my red-headed, gold-digging, anti-Semitic kind of a friend.
By the way, I am not in favor of Nark of Angelic being deranged. I love Nark. I mean, actually,
why is he deranged?
I love Angelic, and I think it's a mistake.
I felt like it. That's why.
Oh, you felt like it. You felt like it. Angelica's jumped on and helped Lux. When you go on to bed, Angelica's jumped on and helped Lux. What?
Archie,
Read.
you should
No, once. Mike, shut the fuck up for once, right? Go and feed your fucking dog.
Don't
Read
say
fucking
this-
Madman's
Fuck you,
super
man.
chat. Read Madman's super chat again.
See, here's the okay. I'll get it for you, but I'm looking for it right now. Here's the thing, Narky. You might have a point here. Honestly, I think you really might have a point, but your delivery makes it very hard.
I don't give a fuck, Mike. Mark, I don't give a fuck. Read Madman's super chat. That's $100.
Stay a
Read
little-
between the lines.
Hold on. Here we go. I got it scrolling. $100, Madman.
$100. Morning, Arch. Just pointing out all super chats last night were for Angelic and T-Dubs, nothing for Lux. The night before was a good super chat night because of Angelic's prank. Lux earns you nothing. $50 for a permanent ban was a pathetic offer. I thought P. Clen was rich.
You know, Angelic said to me many times, I said to him, what'd you stream? He goes, I don't want to.
Bill Dan, $2. Tommy has donated thousands.
And car mats. And he's donated car mats.
And we've got Patel Philippe, $5. AC3, do you feel Nark has joined the Tom Jellic movement? Yes, I do. I feel betrayed by the Nark, okay?
You feel betrayed. Have I been on the other stream? This is how ridiculous you are with your siege mentality.
You do.
What other stream, you fat, stupid fuck?
You know, Nark, don't.
What? Hey, Mike, shut the fuck up. Go and feed your dog.
Shut up. Shut the fuck
Hey,
up. Listen,
fuck off.
Let me say a sentence.
No, we don't give a fuck. I don't even believe this is real, Mike. You sound like an AI, Mike.
Shut up.
Mike, who gives a fuck?
I want to say that I generally agree with 99% of what you fucking say.
Thank you. I retract it. Nice
you
comments I
fucking
said about you.
asshole, okay?
What's
But,
coming an asshole then?
well, because you're being such a dick right now. That's all.
Yeah, but you said you agree with me 99% of the time. Retract the
Well,
asshole.
you know,
I
I
wanted
agree.
to
I agree
say-
with my. I'm
I
with Mike.
really do agree with 99% of what you have
No,
to say.
no, you don't. You call me an asshole. I'm
Well,
offended.
because you are an asshole. You're an asshole who is often
Retract it. Retract that. We can move on. Retract
No,
it.
no, you're a correct asshole.
I temporarily retract it.
All right.
Oh,
All right.
fuck
But-
no.
okay.
We retract nothing,
I
Mike.
agree with what you say,
We
but your
retract nothing.
delivery with like basically coming in guns blazing and really
Should I pull it back to a 9? I'm currently on 11. Should I pull it back to 9? Because it goes up to 11. You know, it goes up to 11.
yeah, why not? I mean, why not help lift Archie up than fucking try to knock him down? You know, are you the type of person that kicks?
Why
him
is he going after my anti-Semitic friend Tommy?
Are you the type of person that will help somebody up that's fallen, or are you going to kick them while they're down?
No, I kick him on them down.
Of course.
Okay, well then.
Then
That's why
then
you're
I give
an
him a dash
asshole, Mike.
choke. Then I give him a dash choke.
That's why you're an asshole.
All right. Well, then now I will reattach my asshole to the end of my statement.
Super chat.
I love you, Nark. I think you're
Super
great.
chat.
I think you're great.
Super chat, John C, $2. Hey guys, any tips on how to talk to chicks?
Oh, I know how to do it.
Thanks.
Yeah, compliment their fashion statements, but you have to read up. You have to know what comes from Forever 21, what comes from Zara. You need to know a little bit about your Prada and your Hermes.
Everyone loves a fag hag. Mark, you must have many fag hags. Love fag hags.
And you need to study up on your perfume so that you can compliment them.
Can we give Angelic his wrench and apologize to Tommy?
Well, you have your orders.
Got another
Archie.
super chat here from Uzi Metal Cock, $10. I'm sick of Mookie stirring all of this up.
I love Mookie. He's done a lot for the Archieverse.
He does so much. He took his fucking clips once he fucked off with Curly, didn't he?
They're his clips. He can do what he wants with it.
I paid fucking very generously for them. The 40% shakedown.
He made money for you. Now you got 100% of nothing. I can't believe I'm sticking up for Mookie here.
We have another super chat. I'll put it up for you, Arch. Go ahead.
Thank you. We have another super chat. Dirk Diggler, $2. Nark is reality and truth. It beats
Thank you, Dirk.
life is hard.
Thank you, Dirk, for the $2. Now, please,
Actually, we could combine that and just say Nark is hard. Nark, are you hard or can you?
now give Angelic his wrench back. It's a symbolic thing.
I'll be honest with you.
Yeah.
I'm with Narky on this one.
I'll third that one. Give Angelic his wrench back.
I'm with Narky on this. I'm with Narky.
He kicks up, Jay. He does streams and he kicks up in terms of a super chat. No one else does that.
Come on. Why doesn't
What do
he
you mean
come
when he's done that, you stupid fat fuck? Give me his
on? Why
fucking
doesn't
wrench
he
now.
come on, I said.
He doesn't have to come on.
Super
He's in
chat.
pain a lot of times. He's on meds.
Super chat. Super chat.
We got a super chat here from Rolex. Oh, so Dirk Diggler, $2. Nark is okay. We did that. Life is hard, and we got Rolex, $2. Mike the Snake, did you lose 35,000 on that wasted Porsche?
No, it's still sitting in my garage.
It's listed, guys. It's listed.
It's just listed. I haven't.
You
sold
can't
it.
get rid of that crap.
Okay.
Patel
Super
Philippe,
chat.
$5. AC3, do you feel Nark will sink your ship faster than he sunk?
Yes.
yours?
I must say, this nastiness and controversy seems to be good for the super chats.
Anyway, I'm going now. You got 10 seconds, Arch. To give me
Wait.
wrench back.
Nark, let me
Oh
put
no,
you up
stick
big.
around
Go ahead.
now, Mark.
No, you got 10 seconds or I'm off.
Closing
Come on,
statement,
stick
Nark.
around.
Give us your closing statement, please. Go ahead.
No, you got 10 seconds. You
10
got 5
seconds
seconds.
for what?
Give up Angelic his wrench back.
No, I don't want to give him his wrench back. He can get fucked.
Oops, and he's gone. Okie doke. Well, that took care of the Nark, and good riddance to him indeed. We've had some talk from Surdy Danny. He said I'm all right for a dog trainer. Thank you, Surdy, and I hope everything is good over there in
Got
Essex.
GB 20 megs AC3. Who has fiked you over the most in the AC3 Archie verse?
Wow, this is a thick field of players. Who do you
It
think?
started with Clive. Okay.
Wait. Are you going back to the "you have no friends" argument?
Yes.
Wow, we need to play that video sometime later tonight.
And then we had after that, I got the new boys walked in. Now, admittedly, I'm not blaming you. You never fucked me over because I fucked you over. Okay.
Fair point.
Okay, you didn't fuck me over. I fucked you over, and I apologize for that, Mark.
Yes.
I was wrong. Okay,
You're a big man.
I apologize. I'm sorry. Okay. Then I had Tim Wright, Marco,
The JV.
and,
The JV.
JV. Yeah, JV.
That's what I call them.
And they fucked me over. They sucked. It's like they sucked as much as they could out of me, and then they all left. Do they come back? No. Do they partake? No. It was quickly in.
They stole the leads.
Exactly. They took the good leads.
That's right.
And then after that, let me tell you this, right? I had so many people. I had Curly came on the scene, came here. All he does a Watch Nick. He's the biggest hypocrite. He criticizes Watch Nick for doing the same thing he does. He basically just critiques video and says how fucking shit it is or this or that. Well, they don't create original content. It's just so fucking boring. So boring. That's what it is.
Well, you've been fucked over by a long and illustrious group of people, and as you say, starting with the "you have no friends" argument. But before we jump any deeper down that,
let me just catch up, and we're going to play a clip you sent me, Mark. Dirk Diglock, $2. You're the dumbass not backing up the brand folder. Okay.
Don't play the clip yet. There we go. P. Clen.
Pete Clan, smartest guy in Australia, $5. Maybe Angelic can get on his knees and beg his pontiff for his wench back.
We don't want to make him beg. I believe Angelic would get on his knees for me, and maybe me for him.
Let's face it, Angelic has been an absolute cunt in the morning stream.
That I didn't know.
Every stream needs a good cunt.
Is he really? He's got really good hair.
Patel Philippe, $5. AC3, please explain why the following don't come on, and I don't know is not good enough. Curly's took my business. He sucked every morsel out of my business. He's got his own channel. Mookie, 40% shakedown Mookie. He's got what he wants. He took the leads. He's gone. Angelic the Slayer. Why would he come on and help me when he's got his lousy fucking treehouse? You know what? I want to fucking get a chainsaw and cut that fucking treehouse stump down, right? What do? Do we put Dildren into the tree? We bore a hole and pour tree poison in, or do we cut the fucking thing down? You know what?
Set it on fire. Never, I didn't say that.
Dirk Diglock.
He's here right now.
Come
He's
on.
here. Come on. He's here. He's participating. He's super chatting.
Yeah, he's here.
He's in the
And
chat.
Mental Jock. Oh, Mental Jock, he got paid. He got all his money out of me. He doesn't need me. He likes to ring Lux at 1 a.m. in the fucking morning and bitch. I mean, with friends like that, who needs enemies? Hey?
Well, if we think back to the first time you got fucked over, it was by your dear friend Clyde. But as Clyde would say, you have no friends.
Yeah, this is
Less than
entertainment.
zero. You remember the less than zero comment?
Well, that was because you were angry at him. And I know why you were angry at him. You were angry at him because he needled you. He needled you relentlessly, and he wouldn't stop needling you. And that's when you told him that his Explorer did less than nothing for you. And by the way, before we go on, we do have another super chat.
Super
Here it
chat
is.
from Frank the Tank, $5. Is it time to join the franchise club, Arch? Franchisees get guaranteed returns. You'll be able to get 40% then instead of paying them.
I feel like that would be capitulation, don't you think? Be like rolling.
We got Patel Philippe, $5. AC3, do you feel all this negativity was started by Sovereign Plastic? And if so, how do you feel their watches are superior than yours? Even I have the Breguet 7057.
Oh, you know what? Hold on. Let me
That
put
is
you up. 'Cause
horological.
you got to show that better because I haven't seen. I know you. I can't see it when you do that.
It's the Breguet, okay?
Yeah, it's beautiful. Look at you doing a real. You know what? I really do like it. I like it a lot.
Wow. Well, I do like that.
It is pretty, and it has the quaint edging, and the Breguet lugs.
It's a beautiful watch.
That is very
beautiful
cool.
watch. Now I'm
Lugs for
actually
mine.
going. When I finish this show today, I want to ask you, what watch should I wear to Japan? What would you wear?
Yeah, I would wear the bluesy.
Yeah, because
Enough respect, but if it's
it might open up opportunities just because of recognition of the watch and being high end. You might have a conversation with somebody that might move you further along in life. Whereas if you're just wearing a regular gold watch, it could be a gold-plated watch nobody recognizes. Where the Rolly?
all right. We got a super chat here. Interesting.
Okay, Uzi Metal Cock, $2. How much to ban Mookie? $50. We'll ban Mookie.
Oh, man.
It's a band a minute going on around here.
Now let's play the clip. Let's go to play.
Play
This is
the clip. It's a famous clip. This clip is famous.
So this clip, by the way, is from the Mark Goldberg channel. Here we go. Let's very kindly given me permission to play it.
Someone is going to have to talk about this, and it might as well be me. So what the fuck happened? Last night, I tuned into the ArchieLuxury live stream program. I'm often a featured guest, but I just couldn't make it on in time last night. In fact, I had a bunch of running around to do. And, often...
Is that your old house, Mark?
No, it's here. Same one.
Sorry, which house is that?
Same house. I'm in it right now. That's just the downstairs apartment. That's the downstairs. That's part of the downstairs apartment where I told you I would house you.
Thank you. Just checking.
Back features my good friend Clyde Anderson taking the role of sort of the Ed McMahon role to ArchieLuxury's Johnny Carson. As we all know, Archie is a genius at what he does, and Clive has led the way with a persona. He has added sort of like the droll, dry persona to the mix. He often pokes and teases at Archie, sometimes lovingly, sometimes a little prickly. Archie seems oblivious to it all as long as the super chat money comes in. But last night there was a brouhaha of epic proportions. So we're going to have to talk about that. But first, quick wristwatch check. Let me walk this up to the camera.
And yeah, I think it's fitting.
Oh, it's a
Looking at a
shitter.
shitter because the shit hit the fan, guys. So what happened?
First, a bit of background. You're looking at ArchieLuxury, the Pontiff, His Holiness, one of the most celebrated international YouTube sensations regarding watches. As YouTube has changed and it has become harder to make money off of videos, Archie has gone to the live stream format, by and large, in which people can pledge money and just donate as the live stream continues. Now, that has been working well for him on the one hand. On the other hand, he brought in Clive as his foil, and that made the live stream ever more interesting because it is a little hard for Archie to pull this off all by himself. Here we're having a look at Clive, who at first I thought was just dry, and then I realized, no, Clive is funny as fuck. And then, of course, Clive turned out to be a great friend, as Archie was a friend before. But I mean, I'll tell you something about Clive. He is smart and he is funny. So what happened? How did Paradise fall apart? Well, I'm making all this shit up because I have no idea, but quite frankly, this is what I think. Paul will be Paul. He is doing what he has always done. He's being lazy. He's eating Kentucky Fried Chicken. He's birding, farting, belching on the air. He's getting up and walking away from the live stream for 15 to 20 minutes at a time to go pick up a pizza and then eat it on air. He's drinking. He gets drunk. He's lazy. He's also brilliant, and this is who he has always been. And I think at first Clyde found it amusing, but eventually it began to wear on Clyde to have to take so seriously something that he felt the Pontiff wasn't really doing for himself. So I think they just kind of wore each other out on some level, kind of like a marriage that eventually got bad. It became a sexless marriage. They wound up living as roommates. And you know, the fact of the matter is you need the sex to keep the magic fresh so you can tolerate each other's bullshits. And these two, they just kind of lost it. Really a shame because I don't know who to pick in the divorce. Well, it all blew up on the June 8th live stream, so let's have a quick look and a quick listen at what happened.
I gotta tell you, Clive, these Rolexes don't do fucking terribly much for me. I gotta be honest with you, you can circle jerk all over these watches, Clive, because I'm not really after a fucking 36mm Explorer 1, Clive. Sorry, it doesn't float my fucking boat, okay?
Does this look like the face of a man who cares? Look at it.
So let's have a closer look at that face. And yes, this is the face of a man who does not care. And that would probably be because...
That's the Barney Rubble photo. This is the famous Barney Rubble Clive Anderson photo. Look at that. Look at that. He's been caught. He's been caught.
He looks a little angry there. I know that face. That's his angry
Caught
face.
very quickly. Let's grab these super chats. Patel Philippe, $5. AC3, when you try on the Le Mans at Marcelo's restaurant, will you drink a few Macallan 18s with him and enjoy at least 200-gram steaks after a dip set? I got to tell you something. The funniest thing is he never cooked nothing in the bro house. All he did was we had dips. He poured half a liter of fucking olive oil into it. That's the extent of Marcelo's creative genius in the bro house. I got no reason to be visiting him. Okay, absolutely no reason whatsoever to visit our Marcelo. Absolutely no reason.
Parrot sushi. I repeat.
We got another super chat. Uzi.
$50. $50.
And I've just banned Mookie. Mookie's out.
Wow.
That's it. Mookie's out. Mookie. I'm fucking sick of Mookie anyhow. I was going to
$50.
give Mookie the chop
$50
anyhow.
is
He's been a bit of a
$50, guys.
fucking...
It can't be helped.
He's been nasty for a long time, Mookie.
Speaking
he ain't
of
my friend.
speaking of
this.
nasty,
Mookie's never been my friend. Mookie was only interested in one person. Mookie. For Mookie, by Mookie. Mookie. What the fuck do I need this fucking this sort of person for? Absolutely.
you needed the $50 much more.
Dirk Diggler, $5. AC3, who was higher on the hate totem pole? Person who robbed you, Tim, Curly, Angelic, Danny, Watch Nick, JJ, BMW salesman, Plastic, or the Lucifer himself, OC. Now, I'd say
BMW salesman. That's funny, Dirk. That's funny.
that's the guy who told me to go back to making shitty YouTube videos.
That's very mean, but very funny.
Very funny.
Yeah.
I would say, seriously,
Who's at the top of the hate totem pole?
I reckon the guys who did the robbery. I don't even know who did that.
It's the hardest part.
But that'd definitely be at the top there. Followed by Plastic, Tim, Curly, and see, I don't really hate Danny that much.
You should try a little harder. Danny's from Essex. You shouldn't hate him at all.
Mark the Shark. I'm just looking here. I got to give him a wrench. That's somebody who actually, I got a wrench. One of these wenches. I got a wrench. Mark the Shark. Where is Mark gone?
Wrench Angelic.
So this is, here we go. Where the fuck is that? Mark the Shark. There we go. He's got a wrench now. There we go. Mark the Shark has a wrench. Let's keep going with this video.
Clyde was just over it at this point with Archie. Now, to be fair to Archie, Clyde took a couple of pokes at him, and Archie has taken a poke back using the Rolex as a pretext to attack Clyde a little bit. And I think this is the moment where the whole thing broke really, really bad. It's going to get worse in another couple of seconds, though, guys.
I gotta tell you the truth, Clive. I don't fucking want a 36 mil Explorer 1. It does nothing for me.
Well, I mean, 36
It does less than nothing for me, Clive. It does less than fucking nothing for me. In fact, it bores the fucking shit out of me, Clive. I'm gonna be completely honest now. I'm on a new channel.
More so than your watch reviews?
The watch reviews are funny, Clive.
Think about watch reviews.
Why don't you just fuck off? You're a lousy fucking piece of shit, and I didn't even fucking want you here today, you lousy cunt. Fuck off!
He never came back.
I was enjoying it without you, you fucking turd!
Don't you have like some 4-month-old watch reviews to catch up on that people are speaking
Fuck off, you cunt! You're a fucking asshole! You're not a fucking friend of mine! Fuck off!
You have no friends! You have no friends! You are
Just
a
fuck off! Just fuck off! I hate your guts now! Fuck off! I hate you! Now fuck off! Okay? Stick it up your ass, you fucking cunt!
And that's what happened. So in an epic battle, Archie lost it. Clive defended himself, and with a final farewell finger, Clive was gone from the live stream, possibly, maybe even quite likely forever. Well, the show must go on, right? So they did attempt to go on, and just listen to what happens next. I find this so crazy odd. Archie wants to talk about it, but Tan and Vin, who are left on the live stream, I think they're shell-shocked, and they don't want to talk about it. They don't give him a chance.
Hello.
$10 super chat. $10 super chat. Neo.
Said that. Should I have said that? Fuck, this scotch is bad. I don't know. I'm an alcoholic. You know that?
We got to get to the super chats, boys. Let's keep it moving. Neo, $10.
We got to get on with the super chats. Are you fucking kidding me? So Tan and Vin had the opportunity there to discuss. Hey, what the hell just happened? There's a giant elephant in the room. Can we talk about this? But I think the entire episode was maybe made them nervous, you know, and they really didn't know what to say. Here's the things that I wondered. You know, immediately Paul was kind of tender about it. He's like, should I have said that? I don't know. Maybe I shouldn't have said that. I'm an alcoholic. You know, maybe if prodded, he might have apologized. Maybe we could have moved beyond this quicker than maybe we never will. I'm really unsure, but I really want to know what would have happened if right after this occurred, instead of moving into the super chats, Tan and Jin would have said like, hey, you know, let's talk about what just happened here. Should we reach out? Like, what happened? However, what I think on their, you know, in defense of Tan and Vin, you know, you get into a situation like that on the fly and your head just goes, oh my God, like, let's walk past this one and let's just go on with the show. And I think that the concept of the show must go on is what took over there. But, to the YouTube watch world, it seems like mommy and daddy are splitting. I don't know if you're going to take sides in the divorce. I myself am not. I like both these guys, and I hope one day it'll get sorted out. In the meantime, Goldberg, peace out.
I like that music.
Oh, those were some good times. That was an epic day. And, you know, of course, Jen and Tan, you know, they're Canadian, and Canadians don't like fight. Americans like to fight. Australians like to fight. But Canadians, they don't know about fighting.
We got a super chat. Mark the Shark. Wrenched Mark the Shark. $10. Smart move, Arch. Thanks, pal. Lux. So, Marky.
Yes.
You know, I got to tell you something. I got to be honest with you. Uzi sometimes comes on and he's a bit of a troll. He just wants to push. I get Nark on and he's just having a go at me. Push. I get you on and I feel really happy to have you on, Mark.
Oh. Well, I'll see what I can do about that.
You're a really nice guy.
I try. But you know what, though? Uzi's been around a long time. Maybe he can come back on and be a little nicer. That's all.
Yeah. I always try to be positive as well, Archie. You know?
I got to be honest.
Oh, Mike, you're Mike. Listen, not the short. Don't short shrift, Mike. Mike, you're the North Star. You're constant. You're always here, and you're always backing up your pontiff.
Yeah.
You're the North Star of this show, Mikey.
You know, when you fall in love, or at least me, you know, it's like you accept that person completely, 100%.
Tell us about your love. Tell us about your love for Archie.
All their faults, all their eccentricities, all their weirdness. It becomes like it brushed by the side, you know, and that's kind of Archie's definitely faulted, but you know, we all love Archie.
Tell us about Archie's faults. Tell us what you have to overlook to love Archie.
I'm not gonna get specific.
It's the juicy part, Mikey.
No, I'm just making a general quick statement.
Well, how about an upvote puppet, soliloquy? What do you think?
Not right now.
Don't have a dirty sock handy?
No.
All right. But you do want people to upvote, right?
100%. Don't forget to upvote.
Do it now. Use your teeth just for us to see I can do it. I don't have a sock handy, but if I did, I'd put my fingers in a sock.
Upvote, motherfuckers. I pity the fool that doesn't upvote. You must upvote for your pontiff. Upvote. Help him along. Help him. Help. Every upvote helps. Do it. I pity the fool who doesn't do it.
Thank you, Mikey.
There you go. Little Meech. Ladies and gentlemen.
I got to tell you guys, seriously, I did put a video out today on my ArchieLuxury stream. And it's kind of, I'll be honest with you, it's kind of a sad video. I think it's sad because it really it kind of says what I've been trying to say for a long time, okay? It kind of says what I've been wanting to say for a long time, and that's... Hi guys, ArchieLuxury on the ArchieLuxury channel. Guys, I want to make you aware that I stream twice a day, morning and night. I have a separate channel called the ArchieLuxury Livestream channel, and I stream twice a day. I'm having a drink because I'm going into semi-retirement. That's right, Marky. This is semi-retirement mode. Can we enjoy it together?
We can. I am. We are doing it as we speak.
I mean, you're semi-retired, aren't you?
I don't know. I work 7 days a week, but it's just, in a couple hours here, an hour there. It's every day, but it's not. I'm not digging ditches.
No, but you're picking up dog shit.
That is true. I do that on the daily. Oh, it must be so much fun training dogs. Yes, it's.
You ever train dogs not to shit wherever they want?
It is much better if they do it where it's much better if they do it outside in the poop yard. Yes, we do work on that.
You do work on that.
Mm-hmm.
Now I've got to show you. This is the look at this.
This is a super chat right here.
The business is gone. Fuck! Let's get the Godiva chocolates out. I don't like the dark ones. I want the caramel.
What's the brand? How did you say it?
Guys, the business has
Godiva. Godiva,
Exactly.
I believe.
Named after the famous lady. Yep.
Here we go. CB $5. I have dog ears, and one of your microphones has a backgrounded, high frequency, annoying noise. Thank you.
I can't hear anything abnormal.
No, I can't hear anything either. Let's continue with the video.
Don, fuck this fuck die. What's happened?
Ratings are down. Super chats are down.
Chewing noises.
It's all fucked.
You know what? Mouth noises disgust me. I have a phobia.
It's all fucked. That's what's happened, guys. It's all fucked. The business is down. Now, what do I do? What do I do? Well, I can only try the best I can. Guys, I'm 52 years old. I just turned 52 in October. Exactly a week ago when I made this video on the 30th of October. It's a week after my birthday. And what has happened? Well, I'll tell you what's happened. The business is tough. It's all tough, guys. It's very tough. It's not easy.
Archie, could you pause that briefly?
Yes, sir.
$50!
$50!
$50.
Uzi Metal Cock, $50. I've always enjoyed your streams more than Curly's. He's clapped out and boring.
I think we owe special Uzi Metal Cock thank yous tonight because he's done some very generous super chats here.
Yes.
He has.
I fixed my microphone, by the way.
As has Madman. Really the heroes of the evening.
For some reason, StreamYard defaults my microphone settings to my little webcam, which
I don't. The guys are complaining that you have a high pitched noise in your mic, Mikey, but I don't hear it.
No, I don't know. No, there's nothing about the high pitched noise. I just
It's not easy at all, guys. It's shit.
I have to remember
business has gone
to switch over to my headphones.
The business has gone really fucked. So I honestly, what am I going to do? It's 10 years. I last worked as an IT contractor in September 2014. That's just over 10 years ago. 10 years ago, exactly. I was in my lounge making content for you guys. 10 years full time. Wow. Wow. Believe you me, the time has flown. The coop has flown the nest. Now, guys, it's been a tumultuous journey. We've had some massive ups, some massive downs, and now we're in a downward spiral. Ground control to Major Tom. We're a bit fucked. So what do? Guys, I'm 52 years old. I haven't worked in IT for a company since September 2014. Being 52 in IT is like being 62 in any other industry. Archie, it's over. It's over, big boy. It's over. They don't want old and cantankerous. They want young, peppy, energetic, enthusiastic, not complaining and whingy. So, guys, this is the new normal. This is what's happened. So what do? Well, I'm going to semi-retire. That's correct, guys. Semi-retire. I got a wife who works part-time as a registered nurse. I have got a part-time income on YouTube. I can survive. I have got 2 kids who are one at university, one's going to do a trade.
Yeah, we've got a few problems there, Marky. What do you think?
I think you were talking very, very fast there.
Oh no, I changed the speed, Marky.
I noticed. It put a little. You know what though? It put a little energy into the show that confused me. To be honest with you.
Yeah.
Hey, we're having a pretty good night, Arch. Let's get to this super chat.
We've got a super chat. Here we go. Caruso IT 59 Nark. Hey guys, have a good night. What do you think of the Jaeger-LeCoultre Polaris Green Q906863J? Boutique edition. Let's pull it up.
We
pull
should
it up.
We should
pull it
have
up.
a look.
Let's go and have a look at this watch because let's be honest there.
A looky Lou.
I wouldn't have a fucking clue what number this is. Would you know what this is?
No. Well, but I mean, I know what a Polaris is, but I don't know what the green one is. And
yeah, I don't know what the green one is either. And I'm a brand ambassador for the brand there, you know.
Yes. Are you now? Well, sort of.
Well, sort of, you know. 906863J.
Boutique. You're a bit of an unpaid brand ambassador.
It's not a green. Look at that. It's beautiful.
Yeah, no, I like it.
I like that a lot.
Gorgeous.
I'm not really a fan of internal rotating bezels, but you know that really works. Gives it a clean edge. I like that a lot. I bet you.
CB, $2. Noise gone. Thank you, Mike the Snake.
Did you do something, Mike, to make it stop?
Yeah.
Oh, you did.
Like I mentioned, StreamYard now defaults to my webcam, and I keep forgetting to not switch it over to my headset.
It's just weird because I never heard it. It's crazy.
I apologize to all those that were
all
bothered.
The hunters and all the dogs. Archie, what does this thing cost? It's pretty nice.
I tell you what, it's going to be a lot cheaper on the secondary market.
Oh yeah,
this
always.
watch here, brand spanking new. Let's have a look at how much it is.
What do you?
Oh, €87.
That's like well, that's not so crazy. What is it? 80,
what is it? 40 millimeters? 41?
42. Mikey, 42.
Almost 14 thick. So it's a little chubby, but no, that's a very nice watch for $9,000.
200 meters water resistance on a green textured rubber strap.
What's the move?
See, that's quite a lot of money when you consider it doesn't have a bracelet.
Correct. That is true.
It's on a green strap. You know what I mean, Mike? Look at that. Fuck, it's beautiful.
I can tell you this, it's not going to have a Salida movement, though, but it is really nice. I like it quite a lot.
You can probably get this on a bracelet if you want it.
Having a Salita movement. Salita.
Yeah, I was going to say it's not going to have a Salida movement. It's going to have a JLC in-house. Watch
Salita looks at that Mexican restaurant down the road.
They probably offer this with a bracelet.
No, only on the rubber, Mike.
It's a boutique edition, so they're going to
Oh, okay. Boutique edition. All right, so it is.
Oh, look at this. Angelic Slayer, $3. Happy birthday, Mrs. Angelic. Happy birthday.
Can I just say, before we move on to the next huge super chat, that, you know, it's a pleasure to see you here, Angelic. And I feel like we ought to calm things down and get you back. That's just how I feel. But
I'll second that.
And here he is super chatting. He participates in the comments and he's super chatting. I mean, what more could we ask for? What more could we ask? But
what more could we ask there?
But we do need to get to this $50. $50 I love this super chat, and I hope that you take heed, Archie. $50. We can fix this. Give him his wrench.
Hey, $50 is what it didn't. I don't know if you sold his wrench off for $50 or you just de-wrenched it because you were pissed. But $50 should buy it back. Now you get your money. Now you get your money, Arch.
Angelic was super chatting before he even knew that this one was coming through. So I feel like it's a good move.
Exactly. Wrench the man, Archie.
Wrenchies, wrench,
Wrench,
done.
wrench,
Done.
wrench, wrench, wrench,
and
wrench,
out.
wrench,
Wrench.
Exactly.
Wrench and rancher sound so close together.
By the way, guys, I'll be taking 2 days off. Tomorrow I'm flying to Japan.
Thank God. Now, real quick, did you wrench our friend Angelic?
Done. He's done.
Angelic, you are re-wrenched. So tell us, tomorrow you're flying to Japan.
All right.
How long a flight is that?
It's about a 12-hour, 9.
Ooh, is that a business class lay flat seat?
No, we're talking eco. We're flying eco, Marky.
Oh, dear God. So basically instant noodles in economy.
Yeah. Instant. How did you know that?
Because I've flown Asian Airlines. I've flown ANA too. You get instant noodles back in economy.
Actually, it's
you could buy
it's worse.
Is it? Cup of soup?
Yeah, you could say that.
Super chat.
It is
super chat. It's up there. Just read it.
Super chat. Here we go, baby. CB, $5. Archie, I heard you bought the Breguet Traditional. Congratulations. Did you let something go? Sorry, I have been gone long time. I actually traded the Type 21 and I added some money. Okay. Added some money to get the 7077. 7057, I should say. 7057.
If anything, I think it's good because you, as a luxury watch YouTuber, if you don't borrow watches and bring them on, at least buy a variety so that we can experience them through you.
Yes, 9 hours, 10 minutes, Marky.
Well, that's a long flight to be sitting up. Hopefully you're not in the middle row with people on either side. I like
middle I'm actually in.
Ugh.
Why do they put the pillow? Why do they put the pillows on airline seats so that it always knocks your head forward? You can't lean your head back when you want to go to sleep.
I know. You're right.
I fucking hate that.
Yeah.
You fly business, and your seat opens up into a bed, and you're drunk by the time it's bedtime anyway. So
do you realize how expensive
never flown business
is?
$4,000. That's how much on Korea Air. It's $4,000.
It's I got to tell you, money itself, is it a problem?
It's only money.
Now I'm going to show something for our good friend. I'm going to bring up CB. He can have. I took some photos of the Breguet. These are some live photo. Here you go. That's the watch, indeed. Look at that. Breguet Traditional 7057.
Look at that overcoil.
Love it. I do love skeleton watches, but I mainly respect the ones that have all of the standard Swiss amenities, Geneva lines and engine turning and all of that, whereas this one is kind of done out with a kind of a flat finish on everything. They've kind of gone about doing things a little bit differently, but they did it so well that it really works.
Is that a power reserve, Arch, up by the...
Yeah, power reserve. That's exactly right. Power reserve here.
Power reserve.
And it's got two power reserves. On the other side, it's got a power reserve as well.
Oh, wow.
Why?
Yeah, why?
I don't know why.
Good.
Why would you do that? But anyhow.
I guess because they can. They were just showing off a little.
Now,
Now, Marky, what are you doing next week?
Next week, I don't know. Same thing I do every week. Working. I work. I don't work hard, but I work every day. I work smart. Let's put it like that.
Work smart, not longer. Work smarter, not longer.
Yeah, exactly. There are certain things that it's better to do longer, but work isn't one of them.
Work. Have you had enough of work?
No.
Tell me this.
No, I'll never have enough of work. I love work. You're either making money or you're spending money. I'd rather make it. I mean, you know what retirement is? You go from retirement is all this money that you earn. Now you just start spending it and you never make any more. I don't like, what is that all about?
Yeah. No, you're exactly right there, Mark. I mean, fuck. It's when are you going to enjoy your wealth? Don't you think?
Well, I enjoy it now. I get to take the customers I want, not the ones I don't. If I want to sleep late, I sleep late. If I want to close the business down and go on a cruise, I do it.
And what do you do with the dogs then when you're gone?
We just close it down and we don't take dogs. We, either my partner handles the whole kennel.
Is the kennel business a good business?
No, in general, it is not. I just happen to be.
You got boarding kennels, but you got different, isn't it?
Well, listen, I operate a very, very boutique business. Normally, the kennel business, the dog boarding business, is it's a volume business.
It's a grind.
Yeah, but I run a very, very boutique business, and I'm like a boarding school. I'm like a Swiss boarding school for dogs, and so I'm not just like warehousing, dogs here for $30 a day. This is a boarding school. I train them, and it's expensive, and I only take a handful at a time. So is it a good business? No, in general, it's not. But I happen to just fall into a weird little crack. I'm kind of prominent at what I do, and therefore I get to do this job at a higher level than most of my. Anyway.
Wow.
I'm waffling, but let me just say it's not good for the average bear. But in any business, there's always going to be some that stand out, and I'm lucky. I'm lucky.
Amazing stuff, Mark. That's really, really amazing.
Well, some people own a landscape company and they just, scratch, a living out. Some people own a landscaping company and they're making, they're like a bank because they got a lot of trucks and people and a lot of accounts and they do very well. It's really business. I mean, at some level or another, it's entrepreneurial what I do. So there's a business aspect.
I've always considered you to be a bit of a role model, Mark.
Is that right? How so?
Yeah.
Tell me more.
Because I often, you had a very interesting, your family was in the lock business. Before you were a dog author, you also had written some well-regarded books on security and safes and things like that.
Hundreds and hundreds of articles. True. And
you also, so you're quite a bright guy because writing is not as easy as you think.
I was good at that from the time I was a teenager, though. I was good at.
So you're in the lock business.
Yeah.
And I'm just telling you honestly,
Tell me more about me. Listen, before we pull my chain any further, I feel like we should look at these super chats. There's one.
GB 20 Mex, Mike the Snake. When was the last time you got a legit W-2?
That's a tax form from explaining to the foreigners. That's a tax form if you have like a regular 9-to-5 type job.
Yeah, that's a Nunya business.
Nunya.
And we got CB $5. Your collection is on the right direction, so don't fuck it up with a 47 mil church clock.
I believe he might mean the Panerai.
Yeah, the Panaristi. Mm-hmm. I like you in the sense. So when did you change careers from locks to dogs?
I was doing them simultaneously for quite a while, and then I just kind of went harder at one than at the other. Eventually, is what happened. I was in the lock magazine business, and magazines got harder. I mean, every city used to have a lot of magazines and newspapers, and of course, with the internet, they've all shrunk down to almost nothing. You do have a super sticker. I'll put it up. Super sticker.
JD, 3 cents. Super sticker. Thank you so much.
Is that really? Come on, it's got to be more than 3 cents.
100 ARS.
So that sounds better than.
US
That sounds better.
dollars.
Sounds better than 3 cents.
1 cent. Sorry. 1 cent.
Anyway, listen. I'm lucky. I like what I do. That's the takeaway is I like what I do, except for this time when I have to scream and
10
I have to
cents.
do it again.
Apologies. 10 cents.
$50. $50.
$50. Uzi Metalcock, $50. When will TG01 pay respect to the main show?
Is Uzi Metalcock our hero today or what?
What a great guy. We love him.
We do.
I said
We're also very fond. We're also very fond of Madman with his $100.
Madman is a good guy.
Indeed.
One thing I will tell you is always take these to the airport, little thing in case you need to put your watch through
hold
the
on.
conveyor belt.
What are you waving at us?
It's a little watch pouch.
I just throw mine loose in the backpack.
Yeah, that's a good idea, actually. That's another good idea.
I'm sure. I don't think it is. Don't think it's scratched up that way. I just kind of do it when I realize I don't have a pouch.
Yes. Marky, you changed careers. When did you go full-time into dogs?
Well, I've been doing dogs like professionally for money since I was in junior high school.
Yes.
And then through high school and then through college. But when I first went into the work world, it was very hard to make like a living wage at dog training, but that sort of shifted as time went on. So by the time we got into the late 90s, early 2000s, it became possible because the culture changed and people got pressed for time. So they couldn't train their own dogs all by themselves, number one. And number two, they became softer on the dogs. In other words, they started to view them not as pets, but as children. And the fact that they had no time to train them, they view them like children. The children are naughty and they can't live with them anymore like this. So all of a sudden it became possible to make good money as a dog trainer. So I monetized the skill set that I spent a lifetime building. But it was really accidental. I never thought I would monetize it to this degree.
Because I mean, it's a funny business. It's a bit like being a star basketballer, but isn't it? The heroes in the industry make a lot of money, and there's a lot of people who think they can train dogs, don't they?
Well, there is a lot, of that. Yeah. But you know what the difference is, though, is that I've trained dogs for multiple sports figures, and depending on the sport, they tend to have kind of short careers. So they really have to make a lot of money fast and then invest it and then figure out what they're going to do after sports. Because, there's not too many 40-year-old NBA players.
Oh, you've had some professional sports players as
clients.
Yeah,
I've had NBA, the professional soccer league here in Chicago. I've had baseball, football.
How short is their career?
Well, I'm no expert on this, but I think your average NBA guy, if he's lucky, it's 5 or 10 years. If he's lucky.
Oh.
So they're.
You mean it's not going to last forever?
No, they don't. But that's the thing for like a lot of careers, as you know, in IT. A lot of people are retired before they want to be retired. But as a dog trainer, as you age, you theoretically gather wisdom and also referrals. Like I'm training the dogs that belong to the children of my first set of clients. I'm on my second generation, of clients now. So they can't retire me and they can't outsource me. So for me, that's been it's been very good. But
does Satan's Kitten get involved in the training business?
He's very, very good with dogs, but I do not like to mix. So no, I think it's a really bad idea to mix your romantic partner in your business. I don't think it's a good idea.
Oh, I see. Because he's in a short-lived career too, isn't he? His business.
No, drag performers go on until they're until they come out on crutches.
Oh, he's a drag performer.
Yeah, he's very good at it. Yeah.
Wow.
Like RuPaul, RuPaul's in his /her, I don't know. He's got to be in his 60s now, I would think.
Wow, that's incredible.
Yeah.
That's incredible. It's just hang on one tick there, Mike.
No, dear God, Mike, he's leaving us.
Just 1 minute.
Come back fast. I can't carry this all by myself.
I'm not leaving you. I'm here. I was just typing.
I need a drink after all that screaming, Mike.
I know. And when people come in guns blazing like that, I've noticed that oftentimes we have a decent kind of flow going, and we're, nice discussion, nice topic, and then
he's got to go.
A couple different people jump in, just guns blazing, and they just lay into Archie and just shatter the mood,
You know what though, Mike? If you think about it, I think there's a lot of jealousy out there because Archie's he's in his outdoor shed. He's in the office. He's in the bungalow in the backyard of the house. And he just rolls out of bed, pours a whiskey, and fires up YouTube, and he doesn't have to go sit in an office under fluorescent light.
Yeah, no,
cubicle.
He's got the gig of all gigs.
Getting yelled at.
No, it's not that fucking good. Sometimes you wake up, you're just not in the mood. You're not in the mood for it, but Mikey, you understand?
Yeah, no, I can understand that. I've reached the burnout stage on a.
Sometimes I wake up and I don't want to go out there and feed them, but you know what I do? I gotta go out there and feed them anyway. Oh, good Lord. Here, hold on.
You have to feed them up, Mikey.
I do. Excuse me 1 second. $50! $50.
Vibrato and all.
Uzi Metal Cock. This is to band JD Montreal. JD Montreal, he always super chats, doesn't he? He's a pretty good super chatter. What do you think there?
Check your numbers. Can't you
I'll check my
look
numbers.
it up?
I'll come back. He never supports the show. He attacks your donors. He sims for Curly, and he stole JD Gonzo's name. JD Gonzo's. He's a low-value toxic troll. Ooh, shit.
Investigate. Time to get big go Columbo on us, Archie.
I can't believe Columbo actually had dementia. Did you know that in real life?
I didn't.
He had a glass eye, like Sammy Davis.
Definitely.
The poor bastard.
Yeah.
The poor bastard had.
Why do these guys all have glass eyes?
Couldn't say. They got one poked out.
Apparently. Uzi, you're killing me. Look, I need a soothing throat balm now.
Yeah, I got to tell you, I love the Uzi. You know that Uzi.
Uzi's kicking ass today.
Been a hell of a day. I
got to tell you, sometimes I got to be honest with you, Mark. Can I tell you? I just want to share something with you, okay?
Yes, share away.
Oh, fuck, man. I sometimes come on this stream and I am so fucking not into it. I get attacked. I get attacked constantly.
Yes, but you know what though? Like Uzi and Madman are throwing money at you. They've made it rain. You're like a stripper. Dance, stripper, dance. This is a good day. You should be happy about this day.
And Curly pokes fun at me constantly. He doesn't say anything nice, just always at me. I mean, I admit Curly made me a lot of money.
Can you see what color this super chat is? What color is that?
It's red.
What is that?
Pink.
What does that mean?
Big bucks.
Well, how many of them have you got today?
We got a few.
Doesn't that feel good?
It does. It does.
Please remind yourself it's a good day.
Yeah.
And maybe
Mark,
tomorrow will be a good day today. Maybe tomorrow will be a better day.
I've had to put all the watches I've got to put this Breguet. Don't wear the Breguet to Japan. It's too delicate.
Yeah, that's what I think.
I love this watch. It's so beautiful.
By the way, before we go any further, have you banned JD MTL as per Uzi Metalcock's $50 super chat?
I'm investigating this here because I think he JD MTL, he super chats a lot.
Well, I guess you're going to have to take this one under advisement then.
I'm going to have to talk to Tan and Mookie about this.
And you're going to have to
Mookie, give me the figures, Mookie.
You know, Uzi, this one's going to go under advisement. The problem is when we get into banning people who super chat, imagine someone imagine Uzi, someone pledges $100 to ban you. We would miss you. We can't do it. So I guess he's got to take this one under advisement. I mean, it becomes dangerous when we start banning people for money.
Mm-hmm. I know it does become otherwise you can take money to boot people off the panel, then you're stuck with nobody on the panel. You know what I mean?
You got that
I can tell you this now, Mark. I wouldn't take less than $1,000 to boot you.
So it's just
okay.
Everybody has their rights.
You know what though? I feel better about that.
You know, can you remember, Marky?
Excuse me, I hate to interrupt you, Archie, but I must. $50.
$50.
$50. Go ahead, read that one for me.
Mark, JD Montreal is homophobic and hateful towards the LGBT community. Look at his chats.
Oh my God, though, if we got rid of all of them, it would, Uzi, if we got rid of all of those guys, it would be you, me, Archie, Mike, and Loose Tooth, Angelic Slayer, and that'd be it. We would just be a very small circle jerk if we got rid of all those guys. Some of it's just ball busting. Some of it's nastiness. But, you know, it is the Archieverse after all.
It is the...
But thank you for sticking up for me. Thank you for that.
I got to tell you, Mark, I really am looking forward to the business improving and I can visit you. I was actually going to go to Chicago this year, but it just...
Well, that video, the clip that you played tonight was in one room of the apartment. That was the fireplace room. You know, come on out during the winter. We'll light you a nice fire.
I got to be honest with you.
Give you room service.
The US dollar is fucking so strong, man. You guys are just...
I don't know if that's good or bad for us. I can't quite tell. It's good when we travel. It's bad when we want to export shit because then it's too expensive to...
Expensive.
Yeah. We have more...
We don't make anything in America anyhow, do you? What do you make in America? You certainly don't make locks anymore, do you?
Super chat.
You don't make locks anymore.
Well, I don't.
GB 20 Mex. Arch, why don't you sell your BMW at Motorline? You know what? I'm actually going to sell it privately. Oh, sell it privately.
Can you sell it? Are you allowed with a lease?
No, you can. It's actually, it's not a lease. It's a PCP, which
I see.
Yes, you can sell it.
Okay, good to know. Another super chat here.
You can sell it.
Super chat.
We got a super chat. Tap 19999, $2. I love LGBT plus a hole is whole. JD is a good guy. What does that mean?
I think he's just saying a hole is a hole, and then JD MTL is a good guy. I think that's what he's saying.
You know, sometimes I come on these streams here. You just fuck. I think they can be bad for your mental health.
It's an interesting group of people. You have attracted a very eclectic, bizarre group of individuals into your orbit. I
Yeah.
must say, you know, there are
We've got 164 people watching. I mean, that's a lot of entertainment.
and 163 of them are stone cold fucking crazy.
Crazy.
It is an interesting group of people, though. Honestly, I've met some wonderful people from this group. I've made some really good friends here, which is a lovely thing.
You're quite famous.
Well, I am indeed. But before we go any further, I'm mostly famous for this. $100.
Yes. Yeah. $100.
$100. Ouch. I'm gonna need a surgery.
$100. Banning anyone is lame, in my opinion. Please remove P-Clean's wrench for me until he learns that a $50 offer to ban someone is pathetic and insulting to our pontiff. Yes, I see the irony in saying this after the Mookie ban. Holy shit, look at this.
Wow. Well, you know what? This is a very, very generous super chat, Madman.
Yes, Madman.
Very, very generous indeed.
Whatever Madman wants, we do. I love Madman's actually. I met him in real life. He's a fucking good guy. I just need to take this wrench away because Madman really, whatever Madman does, he's never bad, you know.
A fucking legend.
He's very much a legend, you know. And it's we try our best. Link for RuPaul. Who's RuPaul?
RuPaul's Drag Race. RuPaul is a drag queen.
Hello, how are you?
What up, Goldberg? What's going on?
Stoozy.
So JDMTL follows me around in the chats, okay?
Yes.
Yeah.
He's bad for business. Every time I send money, he fucking attacks me for it. He simps for Curly. Why do you want that guy on your... It makes me feel uncomfortable here. And he's very homophobic, Mark. He talks about...
Do you not feel safe?
I don't feel safe with this guy here, no.
You
know what? If he paid for it, that's a different story. But he's a freeloading little piece of shit. So we got to take him out, guys. Respect me. What do I offer? I offer super chats, and I also jump on the panel, too, and I talk.
I respect that, Uzi. I respect that indeed.
Yeah. So why is there even a question here?
If you got something to say it to my face. I don't know about Archie. My problem is I can't tell all these fucking guys apart because there's hundreds of them. And
because he's not following you everywhere you go. I mean,
all these fighting. I cannot keep track of these clicks.
He might be a stalker. He might try to get my address and come to my house.
Well,
you want to see the history? Look at every time you call him in my super chats. Look, he's a dangerous person. He might follow me to my address. I don't want to be around it.
That is pretty nasty. And
I invest here. I invest my time and my money here, and I got a stalker.
There has been one or two.
You're going to question my validity here, guys? Come on.
Uzi, once or twice I have had to report internet stuff to internet authorities such as ISPs and police, because when you do YouTube, you become a little bit of a personality, and some people are attracted to you in an unhealthy way.
That's what I'm getting. That's the vibes I'm getting from JDMTL.
I do know what you're talking about, and all I can say is there are measures that one can take, both personal and professional, to protect oneself.
Was Crappy a problem, or didn't go that far?
You know what? Crappy wasn't so much a problem for me, and I don't want to. He called Jin's. Yeah, you know what? I don't want to talk about this because some people are fucking nuts, and if you get them too fired up, they do nutty things. But no, Crappy isn't who I was referring to. He's kind of like a low-level cunt. But no, there are some people. But Crappy's nasty, but I don't think he's mentally ill. There are some.
No, Crappy's great. We love Crappy.
Well, I don't love Crappy. Crappy's an asshole.
Shit.
Crappy's an asshole, but he's not mentally ill. He's just a dick. There are some people out there who are very sick, and those people are a bit more dangerous, I think.
And I'm trying to warn you guys about the dude in your chat. He's following me around.
Yeah, that's not so nice. But when you say he's following you around, you mean you see him in your rearview mirror in your car when you drive to, to Wawa or what?
What's that now?
What is that noise?
Somebody just called me.
I see. Okay, let me just catch up with super chats here. You super chatted $1.99 and asked for the link, and here you are.
Drop the link there.
Thank you.
And we got a super chat. JDMTL, I love you, Archie. Uzi is two-faced.
See, we can't tell who's who. Who's the bad guy here? It's very hard to tell.
Check his spending history. Check his spend history. He's a troll. And he follows people around, and I think he's working for Curly behind the scenes.
Well, he just gave $2.79 Canadian.
Oh, yeah. I mean, that's right there should go to show you what he's about. He ain't about shit.
He super chats almost every second, third day.
No, he doesn't.
He does a lot.
No, he
does
doesn't.
a lot.
Add it up. Add it up.
Okay.
I mean, it's not all about the big bucks because not everybody can do the big bucks. There is something to be said for consistency.
Mm-hmm.
I
can see
You got
that.
a super chat from CB, $20. Arch, I'm sure you already covered extensively the GPHG winners. Can you share your opinion on the Aigueur de Audacity and Tourbillon?
And Madman, we missed
we actually had that watch. That was the IWC, not a perpetual calendar, a forever calendar. It was a incredible watch. That's what won the prize.
Never heard of a tourbillon onion.
A tourbillon. Can I just say $20?
$20. That's a
Hey,
good
listen, we can
super.
come back to that real quick, and we will, CB. But did you miss this one, or did you do that one?
Madman, $10. Thanks, guys. Love you all. Bit of fun. There we go. Thank you so much.
Oh, he's the good guy sometimes. Yeah, Madman's okay.
Madman.
He can stay. He can stay.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, he's the $200 plus in super chats today. I believe
He's staying. He's staying, guys. That's what I'm talking about.
I believe he stays.
He stays.
It's a very tangled web, this Archieverse. I cannot keep the players straight. I sometimes forget who loves me and who hates me because there's both in this little world.
I'll tell you what, Mark. I haven't brought out the Uzi lately, and you saw me bring it out today, doing some mag dumps, right? So, I mean, I haven't done that on anybody's channel in a very long time. Guess where I chose to do it? Here.
Well, we thank you for your dedication.
This is my channel, guys.
There you go. And that's actually an interesting point. People do feel invested in your channel, Archibald. They've invested years worth of time, super chats, thought, effort. You become a bad habit for hundreds and hundreds of people.
That's a fact.
And here we are.
And
Thank you so much.
Yeah.
For coming on. I appreciate it, man. I really, really do appreciate it.
Just roll it around. This JDMTL, he's a real cocksucker. I mean, he really is, dude.
You say that like it's a bad thing.
It's a good thing, but in a bad way for him.
I understand. Okay, who we got? Oh, it's the comms.
Take it easy, guys.
It's the comms. Uzi. Dubs.
Yo, what up? Is that T-Dubs?
Dubs.
Can I stay, Uzi? Hi, Arch. Can I stay, Uzi, today?
Yes, you can stay.
Yeah, you can stay. You can stay.
I'm safe. Am I safe?
You're safe.
You feel safe around me, Uzi? Am I safe?
You're safe.
Thank you. Smart move. Arch, you gave Angeliki's wrench back. Well done.
Thank you.
Madman's a good soul. Madman is a good soul. And Uzi, kicking up.
T-Dubs, ironically, you are having a problem with the comms. Something is going on with your sound. It's in and out a little.
Car noise. I'm at the bus stop. Sorry, Marky.
It's the comms, Dubs. It's the comms.
Where are you going today?
Heading north, mate. I'm heading north.
Alice Springs?
Could head to the Alice, Mark. Could head out to the Alice. I could head to the Yabba. You know the Yabba?
No, I don't.
You know the Yabba, Mark? The Yabba.
I don't know the Yabba.
Do you make
Have you been to the Yabba, Mark? Have you been to the Yabba?
The Yabba Dabba Doo? No. What's the Yabba?
They play two up in the Yabba, and they fight kangaroos.
T-Dubs, why is your whole continent fucking rusting? Why is Australia rusting away? Your dirt, your soil, it's rust.
It's got a high
It's full of iron ore, mate.
Yeah,
We're
it's rust.
one of the richest countries in the
Rust.
world.
That's why it's red.
We got 1,000 years of iron ore. We'll never be broke. We'll never be broke.
You're fucked.
You've also got the world's best supply of cane toads.
Cane toads and snakes. Easy last night, I was talking to Easy about our snakes. We've got beautiful snakes.
You know what you don't have though?
Yes,
You don't have rabies. No rabies on your island.
No, we got rid of that, Mark. We got rid of that, and we got rid of actually they're trying to get on top of an issue with the ferals, but I don't know. Rabies, we're good.
Give them a whiskers, T-Dubs. Give them a whiskers.
A dingo ate my baby.
The dingo ate. Dingo didn't eat that baby. Or bugger. Or bugger.
Baby.
Dingo didn't eat that baby.
I
Poor bugger.
wondered about that.
Poor Lindy. Hey, poor Lindy. Shout out to Lindy. She was done wrong. Done wrong. No, we got rid of the rabies, Mark. We got rid of TB.
Well done. We've got both. A bit of both. Not a lot, but a bit.
Well, yeah, I could go further with that one, but I don't want to go down that rabbit hole.
People die of rabies and TB in the Philippines.
I nearly got bitten by a rabid dog in the province.
Did you now? Well,
yeah, and the next year we went back and they'd all gone. All the dogs are gone. I said to the missus, "Where's the dogs gone?" She said, "The dog truck came round. The dog truck. They eat palutan. They eat palutan.
The dog.
Now, you're talking about the province out in...
all the dogs had gone, Marky. All the dogs had gone. I said, "Where's all the dogs?" You could hear them at night. They'd start up one end of the street and go down the other. But where's shut these fucking dogs up? Next year we went back. There wasn't a dog to be seen. Rabies.
They're gone.
Rabies.
Rabies. It made them all mad. It killed them all.
Well, you know,
Yeah, but they still eat them, March.
If
they eat them.
If you get bit by a dog in Thailand or the Philippines, you got to go get a rabies shot because you never know. And if you do get rabies, by the time you have a symptom, you're dead. So
you're joking?
No, it's 100% incurable in humans. And
Yeah,
by the
you're
time
fucked.
you show a symptom, it's so developed, like it takes like a week to develop. So you need to get your shots within 4 days of a bite or a scratch. And if you don't get it, maybe you're going to die, maybe you're not. And you won't know until you get a symptom. If you get a symptom, you're dead. Crazy. When I'm in Thailand or anywhere in Asia, I don't touch a dog. And I'm a dog person. I don't feed them. I don't touch them.
That's heavy.
And you got to watch out for the ones that are after you.
This fucking traffic.
Cake, but
I'm sick of this fucking traffic, Arch. Sick of this fucking traffic.
Full screen T-Dubs. Put your camera on. We need content.
They got dumb rabies and furious rabies. Have you heard of that, Mark? We got Rich Mitch. Rich Mitch is asking super chat £2. What should I get next?
Get a blueberry. Get a blueberry up ya.
T-Dubs.
Get a blueberry. Get a blueberry up ya, you fuckers. Get a blueberry.
Well. Do it again.
Dubs. What a handsome fellow you are.
Thank you, Mark.
Where you off to today, Dubs?
Gold Coast.
Just up to see a man about a dog.
You're at the city of Gold Coast, I do believe.
In the city of the gold. No, I'm just going up the shops, Arch. And
Hey,
just,
listen, I want you to be careful you don't swallow that tooth. It's moving around.
Yeah, it's an issue, Marky.
Don't swallow it. Then you'll have
It's a
to.
work in progress.
If you swallow it, you're going to be just like Archie, digging through your poop trying to find it.
T-Dubs,
How old are you now, Dubs? You're 60, aren't you? 60?
Yeah, but I'm still strong, Arch.
Yes. Very strong.
I wouldn't take.
Look at
I
that.
wouldn't take you on. I feel like
You want to get hit?
Like
You want to get hit by the hammer?
No.
T-Dubs,
You're very.
I feel like
good looking for 60. That's for sure. I thought
Excellent
you were in
comms
your 50s
too.
still.
Excellent comms.
Listen,
67.
Arch,
60.
they were throwing themselves at me. That went in my 20s. I was beating them off with a stick, mate. I'm not joking. I'm being modest about it.
How old are you, Dubs?
Okay.
How old are you? How old a man are you?
Sorry.
How old a
Huh?
man are you? Yeah, how old are you? How old
I'm the
are
wrong
you?
side of. I'm the wrong side of 55.
You're the wrong side of 50?
55.
Well, you're a
Perfect
young
age.
You're
Perfect
just a-
age to fight Jake Paul next.
Do I hear
shit,
this?
Doc?
Doc! It's the Doc.
How's it
know
going,
Hey,
guys?
Doc.
I didn't know you were here, Doc.
What did you think of that fight, Doc? It was garbage.
Well, it was an
By the
exhibition.
way,
They stole
Rich,
$60
what
million.
should you get next? A Breguet. Get a Breguet next.
They stole $60 million. It's the greatest hustles Tyson's ever pulled off. And Paul, it's the greatest hustle ever. And the Netflix, they couldn't even broadcast
Hey,
it properly.
We got super chat here. We got super chat from CB, $5. Sorry for asking a watch collection. This was actually the winners of the GPHG. This is it here. Look at the winners. The IWC came in very strong. The Audacity Buron prize. There we go. This was a Burnout Murad Sienna.
The crazy hands.
There was a Eco Innovation Prize, the Chopard Luck. I love that strap, by the way.
Well, that's a very common. Very
And
common.
it uses recycled steel.
CB wanted this watch pulled up. Is that what CB wanted?
Yep. He wanted to know
A
who
little
was the
watch
winners
talk.
of GPH.
I really like that JLC Polaris green.
GPHG. We got
The
a
Polaris
leader
would
out
be
of this
nice
here.
if
This
it
is
had
an
no
interesting
date.
3 times certified observatory chronometer.
I like a date, Doc.
Doc, what do you think of the 3-2-1 movement? The new 3-2-1. It got
This was
Apollo
the
13.
tourbillon
They got back to
Attia.
Earth
Look
with
at
the 3-2-1. The Ed White.
This was the tourbillon Attia, which is similar, very Breguet inspired, like my Breguet.
Well, it has
Polo
a small
iconic
dial.
watch prize, the Polo 79 reissue. Tourbillon watch prize went to Daniel Woff, the Tourbillon subscription.
Oh, that's a bit ugly, though, especially the way they did their
It's
logo.
fucking
There.
What was it? Was that the Polo? Was that the Polo got
No,
the
no,
new
the
Polo?
Polo there. That's the Polo reissue, reedition.
Yeah, the reissue. The reissue.
kinda
I
cool,
want that.
though.
That's my grail. That's my grail arch, the Polo
They
reissue.
were expensive in the day. You know what I mean? You never
They
saw
were,
them.
mate, they were the 80s, the nightclub watch. If you got a Polo on, mate, you were the duck's nuts. You were the duck's nuts.
The government isn't interrupting T-Dubs as much as normal. The signal's coming in pretty good.
Fair
Thank you, Doc.
We know.
Roger that. The comms. Roger that. The comms.
Exactly.
I ran out of gas, guys. I'm jumping. I don't want to ruin my brand. All right, take it easy.
Later, Ooze.
Thank
you. Uzi, don't be a
always
stranger.
good.
Thank you
it's
so
a safe
much for
space for
coming
you,
on
Uzi.
there. This was the Calendar and Astronomy Watch Prize,
kinda like
Lorient
that one.
Ferrier. This was the classic.
You love that
Silver
brand,
Moon.
don't you, Archie? Don't you love that brand?
That's a
Actually not bad.
well-balanced aesthetic there, I think.
That loom looks pretty crappy, Doc.
Well,
And-
I'm just saying it's a well-balanced aesthetic.
Mechanical
Agreed. As opposed
Exception
to-
Watch Prize, the Bouvet.
Exactly.
The Bouvet.
Exactly. As
And this
opposed
Bouvet's a
to
bit different because it doesn't have the crown at 12. It's at the.
Actually, kind of
Mikey.
reminds me of your Breguet. It looks a lot like
Mikey.
your Breguet.
Did you see that detail the other day on the Gonzaroo stream in Sydney?
You're over
The red one?
proper modulation.
Did I see
You were
what?
AWOL. You were AWOL, Mike.
The
Proper
government
JD had the Gonzo, the Contage, and he had the
Proper
Tomato in Sydney.
Oh, I
did,
caught
yes.
a few seconds of that video. I caught the Pantera bit.
Notice how the
and,
government's adjusting on it now.
It is a
I
green
I
tube,
caught a short
opens and
of it.
closes.
Fucking amazing, Mike.
Yeah,
Contage.
Pantera.
Countach, the Pantera.
The Pantera
Ferrari.
was the Pantera looked fucking smick, mate. It looked mean.
You know, costs aside, I know which is the most valuable car, obviously, but the car that I would want would be the Pantera over the Countach.
Oh yeah.
And especially if I was driving it on a regular basis.
I mean, and if you're a half decent mechanic, you can work on your own Pantera.
Proper
Honestly.
modulation.
Also, if you like actually being able to see behind you,
There's a sort
the
of green
Pantera's a little
tube
nicer.
which opens and closes.
And we've got, this is a Messina Labs that won the chronograph watch prize. Messina Labs, this was awarded. He's a bit of a dick, that guy. I'm not a big fan of him. He never liked me. He banned me. You know that? He banned me on Time Zone.
Really?
Baba Booey.
It makes me wonder who you have not been banned by.
Tata Toothy.
You were in fact banned by the Oxley State High alumni group, and I know because I was banned right along there with you. We got banned together.
And Sports Watch Prize went to a Ming Bluefin. Look at that, Ming.
They're channeling a lot of that.
Mark, would you go to Mindanao? Marky, would you go to Mindanao?
Yeah.
Surigao?
I would. Okay. And the reason Dobbs is saying that is because there's been a couple of prominent kidnappings, but you know, that's in the southern and western part of Mindanao. If you stick to Davao or Cagayan.
The red zone. The red zone. Would you go into the red zone?
No.
The red zone?
I would not. I sure would not. I would not.
Yes.
Stay out of the red zone.
Ming is
Stay out of the
channeling
red
a lot
zone.
of JLC with this watch, I have to say.
Jesus. Just saw a red one of those. But you remember those Beamers, Arch? A red one just went past. She was driving with it was a cabriolet. What those BM the low the Roadster, mate. The Roadster.
In my fantasy, it was
The
a young
BM.
woman driving it.
RTA Roadster.
Is that what you're saying there, Dubs?
Actually, she waved to me. She waved to me, Arch. She was driving the red cabriolet, the Roadster BMW.
Let's just hope
We
there
got
was no finger in that wave.
Voutilainen. Look at this. They had some winners here. Look at this. We had a buffoon.
Voutilainen.
Grand complicated watch.
Voutilainen.
A de buffoon. DB kind of grand complication.
The
Look at that.
buffoon. The buffoon.
They had a Voutilainen KV20i reversed. They had a Moser time only watch prize. Went to Moser. Look at that. That's a Moser Streamliner.
Got to go, Arch. The bus is nearly here. Have a good
No
time in
worries,
Japan,
mate.
mate.
Love you.
Go and
Thanks for
see
coming
Marcelo. Stick it up him, mate. Go and stick it up, Marcelo.
Take it
Yeah, I
easy,
don't know if I
T-Dubs.
want to go and
Take it easy, guys.
Later, Dubsy.
The comms.
The comms.
Look at
Arch.
this
Now that
jewelry
is
watch went to Chopard.
that is some enamel work, right? Oh dear God.
That is quite expensive to do that properly.
It sounds like they might have gotten him at the end. I don't
You know what?
Hope not. Hope he'll be back.
I hope they didn't get him.
And they
with
got the
1/3.
artistic craft prize watch.
Now
went
that's
to
cool for a ladies' watch, isn't it?
Cartier had similar, besides the painted dial.
Is that
Cartier
Cloisine? Isn't that what they call it?
Yeah, I think it is. I think it is.
I wonder if women would actually like that watch. You never know.
Women don't really like watches, do they?
That's
Do they
why I'm
not?
saying I don't know if they really
No.
appreciate it.
They like shoes, but I don't know. I admire it.
What's this? What is this? Is a ladies' complicated watch. Van Cleef and Arpels.
What is
Ladies
that?
Arpels bis
Hang on, is that-
edition. What is that? What does that lever
Well,
there do?
yeah, you know what? It looks like it powers like a minute repeater or some kind of a sound complication, right? Or wait, maybe it moves the flowers. Maybe it moves some of the elements.
The flowers.
Let's
yes.
see. It indicates the time using 2 floating butterflies and includes blooming corollas that float in the breeze. So it must move some bits and pieces.
Mm.
You know what? Basically, you could use that to power one of those watches that shows sex, which is
Look at this. A Kudonk. This is a. We've had this. We discussed this brand.
That looks
Petite
like a
Aiguille watch prize.
I want the sex watch.
I love Kudok, and he does a bunch of.
Never heard of it.
He works with a bunch of other watch makers to make some really, really outrageous skeleton watches, and
Good for you, Mike.
yeah.
I had no idea.
Yeah, look them up. I found it through looking for Zinn. If you find the Zinn German
Okay.
ad,
Oh, I'm wearing one right now.
Are you still wearing your Zinn, Mark? You're still wearing it
all day, Doc. I wore it all day.
That's amazing.
Doc's giving me a hard time because I usually change watches 10 times a day. But
Well, not just that, but I thought you just went with that because I was wearing my Super Ocean Sunday and you were wearing your Zinn Sunday.
Yeah, no, I had it. I slept in it last night and then just left it on all day, which is unusual. And I'm asleep in it again tonight because it's got good loom. Good loom.
The loom.
Oh, here we go. Now we've got Marcelo. There's a message here from Marcelo, Archie, that you might want to have a quick look at.
Here goes Marcelo time. Archie, I don't want to sound unpolite, but you cannot disappear at my restaurant without booking. I might not be available. What does that mean?
What it means
I think
is,
he means you can't just appear, not disappear.
Yeah, that's okay. You can always just leave terrible TripAdvisor,
Oh, no, that wouldn't hurt his business.
No,
you know what?
I know.
But I don't feel welcome. Marcelo, I really don't feel welcome.
Like Marcelo, you couldn't put an extra table together for your pontiff. Is that what you're saying? Even if it was near the bathroom, you couldn't throw, like you could seat him in the kitchen for fuck's sake. There's always a way to get a guy in.
That would be appropriate to have him in the bathroom. After all, that's where he normally live streams is from the bathroom. So that would be interesting.
If some major movie star showed up at your restaurant, Marcelo, and the place was full, you'd set up a special little table in the kitchen. Hey, we have a super chat from F.R. Bell.
It's been a while.
SR Bell, $5. Mark, I want to hire you to train my male dog.
You know what? Never mind. We're not going to read it. We're just gonna carry on. But thank you, SR Bell. Thank you.
I'm sorry to laugh.
These prize winners here. Who else was a top?
I'm laughing at the fact that you guys had to hustle that super chat off the screen.
Well, I read it before
and the final top winner was the Challenge Watch Prize. And it was the Otsuka Lutek number 6. Look at this. How's that for a watch?
That looks like Nark's avatar, doesn't it?
Yeah.
This is a prize awarded to the best watch under 3,000 Swiss francs, under 3,400 US. This winner is Otsuka Lutek, a Japanese watch brand founded by independent watchmaker Jiro Katayama. This number 6 timepiece impresses the jury with its analog meter measuring a Japanese fan-shaped display.
Do you think you could visit them while you're in Japan?
So difficult to say. We're just going to call it the Nark number 6. Nark number 6.
Archie, can you visit them while you're in Japan? And where will you be? Where will you be in Japan? Where will you be?
I'll see what I can do. I was going to.
Where are you going? Osaka, Tokyo, whereabouts?
I'm not sure. I haven't got the plans yet.
It's probably a good idea not to tell everybody as well, but I don't know. Maybe not. Maybe it doesn't matter.
Maybe he's going to the Ginza.
Is that your breguet again?
Yeah, that's my breguet is this one here, actually.
It's very nice. Very tiny.
40 mils. 40 mils?
No, the case is 40 mil, but the dial is half of that.
Yes,
the dial's 20 mil.
Beautiful.
You got to put your glasses on for that one.
Special watch, very special watch.
Oh, we got apes.
We got a super chat from apes. Look at this. No, we didn't.
It wasn't a super chat. I was just sometimes.
But it's a member chat. It's a member chat.
It wasn't. Yeah, sometimes I highlight some of the funny nonsense.
No, it's not a member chat. It's not a member chat.
He's not a member.
No, because it comes up as a member chat. No, member chat will come up. It'll come up as a super chat.
Marcelo says he's very busy, and that's why he's not been on the stream. I need to know when you're coming so I can see if it's available. Don't you worry about it. We're not going to give.
Don't worry. Don't call us. We'll call you, Marcelo.
Right. Don't worry about it. Unless, of course, you're serving.
Look, Marcelo, I don't feel welcome. I really don't feel welcome. I don't think it's something that you really want. You don't want me there. I don't want to go.
Parrot sushi.
Roll out the dingy red carpet. Come on. Do it.
Do
it. I mean, it's kind of sad. I'm going there to see him. That's the whole reason of the trip. And I don't want to see him.
Was that the whole reason, or was that like 95% of the reason you're going?
Just work with me, Doc. Work with me in the shit. Okay?
It's shtick lock. It's shtick, Doc.
Well, 95% still a lot, you know.
Exactly.
Look, it was
95%.
You know, maybe we need a poll about how hurt you are that you can't see Marcelo.
I have a question, Marcelo. Can you set up a small table for 1 or 2 in the kitchen? Can you just do that? And will you be serving sushi? Parrot sushi.
Parrots? What's parrot?
Parrot sushi? You don't want to know.
Just a question. I've never been to Japan. Wait, no, that's a lie. I've been to the airport at Narita a couple times, but I've never been out of the airport.
Oh, that's a shame.
Oh,
it's
you
a
only
very nice
transited.
country.
Is that right? You only transit.
Yeah, Doc. I I've eaten in the airport, so I had a little Japanese food in Japan, but that's about it.
It's one of the worst places to eat, though.
It really was dreadful. To be honest with you, the food in there, was not.
Oh boy,
it was not nice.
I don't know a lot, but that I know.
Yeah.
Although, even as terrible as it is, it's better than a lot of the airports here in the States.
I mean, I've changed planes on the way to Thailand or Korea. I've changed it. Incheon, Hong Kong, and Narita.
Better
in fact,
food there.
Yeah, and actually, I went to Korea itself. That was a really nice trip. Nice.
In Korea, they have time to focus on the food and everything because they don't have kids.
You have to have the falling birth rate, don't they, Doc?
That's right.
It's
they get
a
to focus on other
disaster.
things.
Birth rate.
And I wanted to say, I don't understand all this hate for Angelic Slayer. He's such a great guy. I don't understand this. I hope it's very temporary. That's my 2 cents.
Who can explain it? Who can explain these things?
Makes no sense to me. Everything that he does for you.
Speaking of Angelic Slayer, he says that Marcelo is aging a 100-gram steak for Archie on top of the fridge, aging the steak now.
That's where you age it when you want to keep an eye on it.
Where you want to keep the
right on top of the fridge.
Now, Doc, when's the last time you ate a nice steak?
It's been decades. I'd have to count back from when I was in college before chiropractor school.
What's your favorite food though these days? Like, when you really want to have some indulgent, feel-good food, is it like a mashed potato? Like, what do you go crazy on?
One of my favorite foods from one of my favorite restaurants. It's an organic Thai restaurant. It's a delicious green curry, and that's all I need. Simple. I'm a simple guy, except for the organic part.
With tofu?
I usually do not have it with the tofu.
I like the tofu, but tofu.
Do you ever, as a vegetarian, do you ever eat any meat? Does it ever slide in? You say, fuck it.
It's sort of counterproductive to being vegetarian if you're going to go around.
Well, how about in your dating, Doc? How about in your dating life? You just like not swallow? Is that how you get away with it? You just. How's that work?
Are we still talking about the vegetarian?
Sorry, honey, I can't do that. I'm a vegetarian.
I'll just say that when it comes to restaurants, I find things at restaurants to eat, and the other part, there's no problems with that. One of the things I was going to say, because you guys were talking about rabies, and Mark, you might find this interesting, is when I was 12 years old, I was bitten by a gopher, and when I got bitten by the gopher and went to the doctor, there was this huge debate about whether I needed to go through all the whole rabies thing. They had to do an analysis of the gophers in the area.
Yeah.
And gophers don't usually get rabies, and I didn't know that, and neither did my mom.
You know what, Doc? When I was 12 years old, I was bitten by a monkey, a spider monkey.
I think monkeys are more likely to have rabies than gopher, right?
It's Doc, Doc, I think you're right. They never talked about giving me a rabies shot, though. And in those days, the rabies shots were like a 10.
I know. It was terrible. Well, what they do is behind the scenes, they'll contact an infectious disease doctor normally, and they'll do some analysis about the rabies outbreaks amongst those weird animals as opposed to cats and dogs.
Well,
how did you get bitten by a fucking spider monkey? And what were you doing putting your hand down the hole, Doc?
Yeah, really. That's a good question.
Wait a minute. Which question do you want answered?
Well,
I think Mark should go first.
No, you go first. How'd you put your finger in the hole? What happened?
All right. I was working. I was working on trapping the gopher, and so the gopher kept pushing the trap out of the hole, and I kept trying to push the trap into the hole after clearing out the dirt. And finally, I just took my glove off because it was much easier to do it without gloves and everything, and that was the mistake.
And
Oh, look at Sturdy Danny.
And what did your mother say? What the fuck are you doing?
No, my mother said, you didn't get bitten by a gopher. Come on. I had to show that the teeth marks were right there on my finger.
Did it hurt?
Something?
Well,
when you get bitten by a gopher, you feel it.
They're
Let me
big
just
teeth.
tell you that. It isn't something you don't notice.
The monkey bite was very noticeable also.
How did you get
The
bitten by a
monkey
monkey?
bite is
Tell
probably
us
worse
this.
than a gopher, I have to think.
But it was a spider monkey. They're very, very small. I mean, a monkey spider is like about 6 inches tall altogether.
We got another super chat from
Super chat.
Bell, which I think we might also just
No,
leave.
let's read. We can read that one. See, that one.
Mark, if your boyfriend climaxed on your Rolex after pounding you for 30 minutes, would you wash it off or lick it off?
Neither. I would let it just dry because it's you got a trip lock seal.
Seal.
Yeah. And
How
that way
did you get bitten by a spider monkey?
I would take
Tell
him
me
with
this.
me. I would take him with me everywhere.
Were you teasing the monkey?
No. So I was at a pet store, and they had the monkey was in one of these old, just because this was 50 years ago. It was in this cage that looked like one of those old-fashioned parrot cages, round.
Yes.
With the bars. And so I just stuck my finger in. I just kind of wanted to pet the monkey, but the monkey did not want to be petted. And it was very small, very, very tiny little spider monkey. And I just remember he took this finger and he put it in his mouth, and his jaws were moving up and down so fast that his teeth became a blur. Literally, like,
wow.
Yeah, his mouth became a blur. That was how many bites he put on me, like 15, 20. Like,
how old were you?
Like 12.
Oh, so same age as I was with the gopher.
Were you worried about rabies or what happened?
Well, I didn't know much about that kind of stuff at that point. So I just remember my mother took me to the doctor, and it was my pediatrician. Many years later, when I was in college, I had to go back to the same doctor with bad poison ivy. And when he left the room, I had a very thick folder because, I'd been going to him since I was born. And I looked back and I found monkey bite in like 1967. Like it said monkey bite was in my folder. So.
I had gopher bite on my chart.
My chart
definitely. It's definitely something and it's actually, they put it right next to your allergies. It's like, okay,
you had
it's
a
gonna follow you
bite,
forever.
I had a monkey. Gophers have big fucking, monkeys have kind of human looking teeth, but a gopher, they're rodents. I'm thinking they have pretty long teeth.
Well, they're oversized human teeth.
Yeah.
SR Bell, $5. Mark, do you take your Rolex off before fisting your boyfriend?
Well, I don't want to break them, SR Bell. So,
yeah, it's more harm. It's more harm to the boyfriend than the watch.
Exactly. Yes, I'm very. I don't want to break them. Here's a funny one. I wouldn't.
You got to ask Richard Gere that one.
I wouldn't know. Although, anybody who's ever. Did you ever do a chiropractic rotation in an emergency room?
Sure, of course.
Because, I'm told that in the ER, they see all kinds of crazy things there in the anal cavity. Is this true, Doc?
I have a better story than that, because I was probably one of those crazy students. I actually went to some medical school classes just to see what it was like.
Like anatomy lab?
Yeah, and the one that I went to, all they did is show x-rays and have discussions about things that were up people's butts when they went to the emergency room.
Now, what were some of the more interesting objects? Like Patek
all
Philippe or,
Well, it was weird stuff. It was like, things that you'd never imagine, at least I wouldn't, because like when a couple of them were light bulbs and they were different shapes of light bulbs, and I'm thinking,
how do you get
don't-
that out? Like without
yeah, and don't light bulbs break? I'm thinking, God, wouldn't you think of something else other than something that's going to break? And
well, you know, wait, are you talking LED or incandescent?
no, I'm talking about incandescents, where if it would break,
They were
just
very-
get multiple fragments and shards of glass.
They were to say nothing of the filament. I mean, those are kind of more delicate than today's, you know, sturdy LEDs.
Well, I should say also that the guy who was giving the lecture was an older guy. It looked like he was excited by the talk, and I was later told that was not a normal anatomy lecture. I'm like, well, how would I even know? It's just, you guys are crazy.
I know a locksmith who was called to the ER to pick a lock that had been clamped behind this gentleman's entire unit.
Yeah.
What?
The whole unit had been behind the penis and testicles. You have the perineum or the taint or whatever you want. So this his girl got mad at him and put this on him as a sex act. But then what she did was she caught him cheating, apparently, is what he was telling the guys at the hospital. So what she did was she then left him there in the house and took the key and drove away. And he got so swollen, he couldn't get it off. He couldn't pull himself out or extricate himself because he cut off the blood supply. So he was there in the state of priapism. Doc, I'm sure you can explain what a priapism situation is.
It's sort of just a permanent erection.
It's a painful erection lasting 4 more hours.
Yeah.
How many Viagra do you need?
And actually, it becomes dangerous because you can lose your penis over that.
Can you imagine you get gangrene? You know,
That's right.
You know, right? And they've got it turns black and green, and then they got to cut it off, or it falls off. Well, anyway, so this locksmith had to go in there, and his initial approach was going to be to pick the lock because it was a big master padlock, and they're not so hard to pick when you know what you're doing. But in order to pick the lock, he needed to be able to depress the shackle. But you know, the shackle was the part that was around, you know, the guy's Johnson. And but he couldn't because it was so swollen that it wouldn't move. So what he had to do was he had to take a Dremel and grind it off.
Well, that reminds me of a Leave It to Beaver episode where they're talking about you just have to cut it off. He's like, what? We just have to cut it off.
Leave it in Beaver? Wait, what?
Leave It to Beaver is a TV show.
Oh, I know. With Wally and
there's an episode where the beaver gets a ring stuck on his finger, and all the people around him are talking about, we'll just have to cut it off.
Leave it on Beaver.
And he's freaking out, like, they're going to cut off my finger?
Well, they had to cut and what happened was, as he was dremeling off the shackle, and they're hardened, right? So it was taking quite a long time. And so he was using carbide tipped drill bits. And
That's got to be delicate. What if that one little slip
right? Plus the guy's got gloves on because he doesn't really want to touch this guy. And he had a nurse, you know, like dripping saline on the carbide bit because it was heating the shackle up. So they needed to keep
you got to keep it cool.
He was there for hours. I don't know what they could have possibly paid him to make that worth it. But
did he lose his penis? Do you know?
They cut the padlock off.
But that means they got it off in time.
They got it in time. Oh, but what they did? Oh, this is horrifying. But Doc, I'm sure you'll understand. They inserted a needle to drain some blood.
Oh wow!
You know, because there's
a big vein. There's a couple of big veins.
Oh, I'm sure you have a big vein, big vein, Doc. Wasn't your original name?
I appreciate that.
Wasn't your
another
original
super chat? SR Bell, Mark, 2 Goebbels bite.
I told you I don't know. We did that one. Take it off.
And Stevie, $2. The worst was a night bulb. The worst was a light bulb.
I would agree, and I didn't understand these, but they were all like the guy was doing a lecture, and then he would put up the X-ray, but he wouldn't tell you what it was till he puts the X-ray up, and then you're looking at this thing. And there were all kinds of things, child's toys, all kinds of interesting things. But the light bulb was the
super
thing.
chat.
Like,
SR Bell 67, $2. Mark, Google one guy.
I know. Listen. First, that's horrifying, and I've
Let's
seen
try
it.
This.
Super horrible.
The Fragrance Decant Boutique, $10. Thank you for all that you do. We had a great time in Melbourne and surrounding CBD. Just got back.
Oi, oi,
Aussies were
oi.
so friendly and wearing lots of Rolex. We were thinking about you. Oi, oi, oi! Thank you so much.
Thank you, Fragrance Decant Boutique.
Thank you. And we got a super chat. SR Bell, $2. Mark, which side of a glory hole is your favorite?
I mean, do they divide that in front, back, left, right, top, bottom?
And we got
I'm
another
gonna
super
put.
chat.
I'm gonna.
SR Bell, Mark, did you hear Trump wants to get rid of gay pride?
I want. I'm gonna put one. I should put one in my bathroom. Well, nothing would surprise me.
CB, $5.
Sorry.
I tried to steer a watch talk, but then we ended on objects inserted in a hole.
In the a-hole. You know what, CB? You did your best. It was an uphill battle, but
It was an uphill battle. It was an up.
You did your best.
Yes. Yes. It's guys, what do you think I should wear to Japan and going to Japan? Well, any advice on the watches? I was thinking seriously, what would you wear, Doc? I think the bluesy. Fuck it, just wear the bluesy.
It's
Bluesy or
robust.
Explorer 2?
It's robust. Bit of gold with the bluesy. Bit of gold.
I'll wear the bluesy.
It's a bit posh, but not too posh.
Not too posh.
It says I'm better than most of you, but not better than all of you.
That's a good way to go, really.
Mm-hmm.
Doc, what would you wear? You've been to Japan, haven't you?
I have been to Japan. Very nice
What would
country.
you wear?
You can wear the most expensive watch you own in Japan and nothing will happen. So you could even wear your world time in Japan and be very comfortable that nothing would happen other than if the strap failed and it fell down somewhere and you didn't notice it, somebody would track you down to give it back to you.
Yes. No, that's exactly it. That's
So you should just go ahead and knock yourself out with wearing whatever you consider your favorite watch. It's one of those rare countries that you get to visit where you get to feel completely safe about that.
CB Paddock. Look at that. CB Paddock.
There you go.
Mark for pulling that up there.
I mean, you could easily do that and it's not like you're going to New York and you got to be afraid. You don't have to be afraid in Japan. Wear what you like.
I hear there's restaurants that foreigners are not allowed in because we don't know how to order and eat.
You know, I was probably only in the ones we are allowed in, so I don't know about the other ones.
Yes.
I was because of the vegetarian aspect, I was eating a lot of egg noodle when I was there because they got meat most of their dishes.
Also, you know, and especially in Asia, even like a lot of the soups and curries are made with a base of like stock, chicken stock, for example.
Exactly.
Yes.
So I ended up eating a lot of eggs, and a lot of their.
My daughter spent 1.5 years in Korea, and she's a vegetarian. She had a very, very difficult time with it because.
You're not vegetarian, Mark, are you?
Oh shit! I'm a carnivore.
Yes.
She didn't want to eat. I don't want to get political. She didn't want to eat the dogs.
No, she didn't eat dog in Korea. She didn't eat chicken, fish, or any of that. She just doesn't. And you know what? She'll cook it. She's nothing against it. She just doesn't. It doesn't agree with her. She never liked it since she was a little kid. Like she was 7 years old, she wanted to be a vegetarian. So she just always knew that it didn't suit her. But she's a good cook, and she'll make a full Thanksgiving turkey for you if you want. But she just won't eat it.
Interesting, because I cooked. I had she wasn't really a girlfriend. I don't know what to call her. Somebody I was kind of dating.
Mm-hmm.
But anyway,
friend with benefits.
I was trying to be nice on her birthday, so I cooked her steak and lobster meal. And
did you have to kill the lobster?
I actually did. I didn't want to. And I was trying to figure out how am I going to do this. And I remember I remember ducking off and reading about how to,
Ether? Did you eat?
how to. Well, I wanted to do it in a humane fashion, so
Knife
reading
point
up
through the
on the
brain.
internet.
Knife point right through the brain.
Well, by the time I read up all about it and then I came prepared to do it, I'd left the lobster in my car and it died from being in the car.
I see.
The
So you
heat
let
in
it
the
die.
car.
And did you still serve it? Did you risk?
Oh, it
giving
was
her-
fresh. Absolutely. She loved it.
It was fresh, but it was dead from the heat in the car.
Yeah, but it was still fresh and she loved it.
I see. Okay, well, it's a good thing because ptomaine poisoning can form very, very rapidly. Hey, we have a $10 super chat.
$10. Jacob Marley, $10. Hey, look, the quack is back. How many uniformed and desperate people did you have to maim with your pseudo-scientific hocus locus to afford those watches?
I think that might be directed at me. You
Do
think
you
it's
keep
directed
track
at
of
me?
the
Or...
quadriplegics?
He didn't mention exactly who it's directed to. Could that be Mark he's talking about?
No, I'm pretty sure he's referring to the your chiropractic background. I feel
Could be
like
me. He could be directing it at me.
possible.
I would say you probably went to a, because it seems like there's some trauma in this whole super chat. It seems like a lot of trauma, a lot of PTSD,
A lot of
you
anger.
You probably went to the wrong chiropractor, and it was probably somebody not affiliated with Costco, and that's the problem, right
A
there.
lot of anger, a lot of latent homosexuality. SR Bell. Yes, USR Bell. You know, there's a lot going on here today, but it's been a hell of a stream, Doc.
It seems like it. Seems like you guys have had a lot of fun today.
It's-
I hope
you
you've
know
said
what?
some very nice things to your lovely Satan's kitten.
I did. Did I? Oh, I meant.
I don't know, but you should, because we had that talk already. You know you should.
Yes, yes. He's a good egg, that one.
He's a very good egg.
He is, except for I'm a little angry with him because I'm looking at Archie's picture on my fridge right now. And that is
I
because
gave you the Starbucks doll.
you sent the Starbucks doll, which thrilled Satan's kitten so much. You included a bunch of autographed pictures with the Starbucks doll, and he proceeded to paste them all over the fridge. He was very happy with you.
I'd
So-
suggest to you that he has a lot of love in his heart. So
He's a great guy. That's
putting you
fantastic.
aside, he also has a lot of affection for ArchieLuxury.
He does. He's quite a fan. He used to call Archie the Australian Screamer, but ever since the doll, he became a fan.
Wow, that's good. No, I'm glad he liked it, man. That was
You
a
can
different
still call him
time.
the
Money
Australian
was
Screamer
good in
and have
those days,
affection.
Marky.
Well, money was pretty good today, though, too. Let's be honest. You're gonna have a hard time saying it's gone pear-shaped and it's hot and I poor man, not rich man. You had a good day today.
It was a fantastic day, Marky. It's really cheered me up because I've been a bit. This is 2 days. I'll probably have a day or 2 days. I'll see how we go. We'll see how we go. I got to fly to Japan tomorrow.
We
I'm
cannot thank some of these punters enough.
No.
You know, we've got Madman, we've got Full Metal Uzi. You know, we've just had some amazing super
Let me
chats.
go through and start thanking these punters
let's
here.
do it.
Is it the end of the show already? Wow.
Can you believe
that went
it?
Fast.
Can you believe
OC, original OC, Uzi Metal Cock, Patel Philippe, Jimmy, Patel Philippe, Madman, $100, Patel Philippe,
$100.
Yankee Doodle, Patel Philippe, Gildan, Patel Philippe. We had John, coffee's coming. One
Oh
moment.
dear, John C. Coffee's coming. Coffee's been delivered by
Oh, my coffee delivery.
Starbucks. Do you know? Uber
Mark, John C, Uzi Metal Cock, Dirk Diglock, Lalex. We had Patel Philippe, GB, Dirk Digler, P. Clan, smartest guy in Australia, Patel Philippe, Frank the Tank, Patel Philippe, Uzi Metal Cock, Patel Philippe, Uzi Metal Cock,
$50.
$50. Dirk Diglock, Mark the Shark, CB, Uzi Metal Cock,
$50.
Uzi, $50. Caruso IT, CB, Angelic Slayer, Uzi Metal Cock,
$50.
$50. CB, GB, CB, GD,
Uzi metal cock $50. Uzi metal cock $50. Uzi metal cock
$50.
$50. GB tap 1999. Madman $100. Uzi metal cock. Madman JD Montreal CB. Rich Mitch CB. SR Bell 67, SR Bell 67, SR Bell 67, SR Bell 67, CB, SR Bell 67, Flagrant Antico, SR Bell 67, SR Bell 67, CB, Jacob Marley, and Jacob
Marley from Scrooge. Jacob Marley was Scrooge's business partner.
Occlude major blood vessels or obstruct critical nerve bundles. Do you ever rethink your career choices, or do you continue to plow ahead with the carnage? What's he asking?
I think he's talking about the penis again.
Oh, yes.
I suppose. I mean, I personally would not continue to plow ahead with the carnage. That's just me.
You know,
I love my nerve bundles.
I only went to the ER like 5 times for like a rotation because it was kind of voluntary.
Mm-hmm.
But one of those times, there was an addict who injected Viagra directly into his penis and ended up with the priapism, and they ended up having to take him to the operating room. I don't know what happened after
Now wait,
that.
he was a Viagra addict?
No, he was somebody who was familiar with needles and needle injections,
Mm-hmm.
and then he decided to take the Viagra, liquefy it in like saline or whatever, and then inject it directly into his penis.
Now
That's not how it's intended.
Here's a fun fact, Doc. Do you know what Viagra was originally developed for? Because it was not for the boner.
From what I remember, the discussion, it was for blood pressure.
It was for hair loss.
No, that's
or was that
minoxidil is the one that's hair loss.
No, Viagra was heart.
It was, you're right. It's a heart medicine. And so was minoxidil. Minoxidil was a heart medicine, and they noticed people were growing hair on their faces and everywhere else.
Yeah. But it just so happened that this blood pressure pill started to give people, boner.
I don't know what's up with all these blood pressure medications. They got these weird side effects.
No-handed, look, Bob, push-ups with no hands.
I mean, if I had high blood pressure, it'd make me wonder if they were giving me a new one. Like, oh, we got a new medication we're going to try. Wonder what the side effect's going to be.
So you killed that lobster by basically overheating it in the vehicle.
It was completely unintentional, honestly. It was completely unintentional. I didn't know what to do with it in a humane fashion, so I left it in the car.
Why would you leave it in the car? I mean, I'm afraid to leave children in the car with you now.
Well, I left it in the car for what I thought was only going to be about 10 minutes to read about what's the humane way to do this.
In other words, you couldn't bring it in with you to do that reading?
Well, I stopped off at an office. I didn't go into my house.
Oh, I see.
I stopped up in an office.
And so, it was in the car for a mere. You said it was going to be 10 minutes, but was it longer?
It turned into 30 minutes. Yeah.
Yeah, that might be a bit much for a lobster, and
Yeah, it was more than the lobster could handle.
Well,
sadly.
not only that, you live in a warm climate, so.
I'm just glad that it was just one lobster because I wasn't planning to eat any of it. So it would have. Yeah, I didn't feel good about it.
Well, they say now the most humane way to do it is a knife point right through the brain. Which, by the way, more and more they're doing to fish, because when we went fishing, we just throw them on ice. But more and more they're either clubbing them unconscious or putting the knife point through the brain to just get it over with.
Clubbing them unconscious like those little baby seals.
Yes, like the little baby seals, which are for fur. You're talking about the fur seals.
Yeah, but
did you know with minks they gas the fuckers?
I'm the one who told you that, Arch.
I never knew that.
That's a very quiet, calm death. Although mink farms are now, they got decimated by COVID. Most of the stocks were put down due to some disease that they had. And they were afraid it would cross the barrier to humans. And not only that, but mink coats they're not popular anymore. So I think the mink population has gone way down. But yeah, they'd gas them with CO2, and that way they didn't fuck up the fur. They just put them to sleep, literally.
All those PETA actresses, huh?
Maybe that had something to do with it, but I think it's just fell out of favor.
Because they're quite vicious little animals, minks.
Yeah, I don't know.
Well, you don't want to wear it on you alive.
No, they might.
They're related to gophers, Doc, by the way. You do realize that, don't
They
you?
can bite. Yes, they can bite.
They can.
They
can
also
definitely.
domesticated fox. They keep fox for the same purpose. But what happens is the fox begin to become domesticated and they start liking people.
Oh, you're
You mean if
joking.
you're wearing the fox, it might start liking you?
No, they breed them for fur, but after X number of generations in captivity, they start becoming friendly, which is like kind of sad, I think.
Oh, then you can become attached as well.
Yeah, well, they farm them, I mean, it's like farmers getting friendly with the pig and then they eat it.
Yeah, I never understood that one, but I know
couldn't.
it happens.
I mean, well, back in the old days, you raised your meat, you named your meat,
You know what? My grandparents said, never have pets that you can't eat, Marky.
Well, because it was a waste of why waste food and money on it.
Well, also because you never know, you got to be ready for the next famine.
So that's why they ate that oxtail soup.
I never understood some of the dishes, like fish head soup. Apparently, that was one of my grandfather's favorite dishes.
Because it was waste not, want not back in the day.
But I mean, I understand that aspect. Yes, and he was Irish. He was Irish.
It was
my
probably
grandfather.
nostalgic. It was nostalgic. They wasted nothing.
I understand that, but then apparently, according to my mom, one of his favorite dishes was fish head soup. It's like you don't have to eat that anymore.
Yeah, but he was nostalgic for what his grandmother used to make him. Listen, the Pennsylvania Dutch make this stuff called scrapple, and they still make it, even though people aren't as starving as they were before. And it's lard, cornmeal mush, and pig assholes, snouts, lips, and tails, all ground up and spiced. Is because they throw away nothing. And this is because food was hard to come by back when people had to farm themselves. And
I remember my mother telling me that's how certain cultures started eating like chitlins and things like that. It was same as fish head soup. Fish head soup was an Irish version.
Chitlins was slave food. It was slave food because the massa wasn't going to eat that stuff.
Right.
And so the enslaved people had to learn how to clean and spice and cook things that the white overseer wouldn't eat.
Well, that's why my mom was explaining that the fish head soup was an Irish version of the African American chitlins experience.
I'm very fond.
Irish,
I'm very fond of fish and chips. I'm a little excited. I'm going on this cruise, Doc, and they have a 24-hour fish and chips restaurant.
Have you been on a cruise before?
Yeah, a lot of times.
So you know the deal. Yeah.
Basically, here's my favorite part of a cruise. It's open. It's open bar.
Open bar and open eating.
24 hours, both. Yeah.
These cruises are mostly about eating and drinking.
Correct.
I've only been on about 5 of them, but they're all about eating and drinking.
It is a good time. Good times. We should go on one once. Let's do it. Let's arrange a Cardinal.
Archie versus.
No. Cardinal cruise. I'm not so sure I want to share a cabin with SR Bell. And I don't think it would be safe.
One of the cruises I went on, my buddies still talk about it because I'm vegetarian, and I didn't know that I had to give them that information ahead of time. The way they made it sound like vegetarian food will be available.
Right.
Well, so I get on the cruise, and they're like, "Oh, you were supposed to tell us that ahead of time.
Oops.
We may not have anything for you to eat, et cetera, et cetera." Luckily, there was like about 30, a big family of about 30 East Indians.
So you had leftovers.
They were very generous. They invited me into the family.
Nice.
I'm eating curry several times a day with them, and it was fantastic. Fantastic.
Doc, you don't ever, as a vegetarian, do you ever think, you know what, I might just do a little bit of meat?
Bacon, like a little bacon.
Exactly.
I don't know how to explain it except for I don't have a desire for it.
Bacon.
I'm satisfied without it.
Chicky nuggy.
I know that I've had steak in my life. The only meat that I probably would have to try it if I had the opportunity would be a nice fruit bat. If I had the opportunity for some bat, I probably would eat that because that was the most delicious meat I've ever had in my life. And
Now, where did you have occasion to eat a fruit bat? And is a fruit bat fruit or is it meat?
Well, it's fruit bat. It's fruit bat in that it tastes like it's been marinated in a fruit sauce, but that's because of its diet.
Uh-huh. Now, where did you have occasion to eat it? Because bats are subject to rabies.
Well,
the fuck were you, Vietnam?
I don't think you get rabies if you're eating it cooked.
I don't know. Ask the people in Wuhan what you get from eating weird shit.
But luckily, this bat it came from Guam, but they had to inspect it and do something with it in order for it to get to the States.
Are you an Ozzy Osbourne fan by any chance?
Well, I've never done frog, if that's what you mean.
Frog's legs. You can eat a frog's legs. That's normal food. No, Ozzy Osbourne was famous for, at one of his concerts, biting the head off a live bat.
Oh, I thought it was a frog.
No, it was a bat.
Well, that could be dangerous if it wasn't the right kind of bat. This was the right kind of bat. This is a fruit bat, and it was absolutely delicious. It was my mom was not Guamanian, but some people thought she looked Guamanian, and there was somebody at her employment that was Guamanian, and they thought they were sisters. Because of that, they became best friends because everybody kept putting them together as sisters. And so I was invited to her big Guamanian feast, and there was fruit bat there.
Now, speaking of Guam, do you know what guano is?
I don't.
Guano, I would tell you to look it up on your phone, but as some of the punchers,
that'll take me about 15 minutes.
Exactly, because you have an iPhone like 1. But anyway,
it's an SE. It does its job.
Same thing. Guano is bat manure. That's what it is. Guano. G-U-N.
And people actually eat that?
No, they don't eat it. They collect it as a fertilizer in some places, though.
That makes sense.
It's very rich in minerals.
Well, this bat that I ate.
Can't believe you ate a bat. Poor thing.
I went to several of these feasts. The first one I went to, they mentioned that the bat's here. That's because, when the bat arrived, it's like big deal. So the bat's here, and then they had these tables upon tables upon tables of food. And the bat was gone within 15 minutes.
Well, bat is going to be pretty bony. Isn't a bat?
But what I mean is there was about 100 people at the party, and the majority of these 100 people were all over when the bat arrived and they put it on the table. They're just like attacking this thing. And then by the time they move away, there's no more bat in the soup. It's soup without bat.
Yeah, batless soup. Now, Doc, I'm imagining a lot of roast pig at a.
Oh, there were. There were plenty of pigs with apples in their mouths and all that kind of stuff.
Because they like their roast pig in the islands.
I would say there were about 5 or 6 of them.
And the reason is it's very difficult and expensive to raise a cow in a tropical climate like that. Very expensive indeed, but pigs are easier to keep. So in the Philippines, Guam, places like that, even Thailand, lots of pigs, not quite as many meat cows.
Pigs are more like cats in terms of taking care of themselves. I mean, in other words, it's a lower energy thing in terms of caretaking compared to, say, a cow. You have to do a little bit more.
I see.
Making sure your cow survives healthy and all of that.
Mike.
Doc is batshit crazy. Guys, with that, we're going to conclude the show. We'll be back 2 days, guys. I'm going to take 2 days off. I'm going to Japan and I'm taking a day off. See you in Orangutan Orochimash. I'll see you in Japan in 3 days' time. See you later, guys. Love you.